Dear volunteers, how you doing? Having a great day? All right, okay, awesome. I really appreciate all your help to have everything typed so we can post our website, have it online as soon as possible. Okay, so here we have more updates for university volunteers. Teachers that will be leaders and students that will be helpers, right? So how you have to first do your own learning, your own testing, even that you have a proper profession such as nurses, doctors, authorized at your country with proper license, then you have to do how it's our way, the organization way to do things. Pass on a test and be ready to start the 28 weeks, okay? Okay, so as soon as you help everyone, your own group, right? That will be the team leaders and the team helpers. You know, everyone will pass through blood test, everyone gonna register their own families. You have everything ready with the trailers and groups going to places and group setups to help the city as well, and go to neighborhoods, different neighborhoods, inviting people to register themselves. And also going to have many groups, right? The university is going to set up all these groups. Okay, so as soon as you're ready yourself, you can start helping your own community, of course. And you need a place, a safe place, a school to have your children there every day until 6:40, you know, you're gonna pick them up 6:20, but you have to make sure they make this special agreement, you know, in case it's needed, right? And hopefully you're there 6:10, 6:05, 6:15, 6:20, right? But we need safe place for our children. And you have to register your own family first, do your own house cleanup and everything else that we already explained in other videos before you start helping others, okay? All right, my friends, here we are with some more details and explanations on how you're gonna have the trailers ready and help communities in need in different places and in different countries, okay? All right, here we are. Okay, so here we are. The volunteers, please, here are some ideas for a template so we can put it at our website. All right, so instead of calling new lands, you know, when it's more specific, we can call space city, okay? And so we have the north hemisphere, the sun comes this way, go this way, right? And here in the south hemisphere, the sun comes from the east and go this way, the way we see the sun. All this will be based for the roads, for the constructions, you know, so we can have all these windows and everything, but also to the food, you know, for the Department of Community Gardens, also to make a good place for the garden beds. All right, so here just put like one of the templates how they can be. So if here's the main entrance, on the back will be the city office and the university, because the city office not many people gonna use, and the university students can run, right? And here it's the example for residential communities and schools. So they need to be right beside each other if it's for the preschool and elementary school. So soon the parents come here and go to the gate. These communities, you have to remember, they're really large. So the gate will be closer to each other here, for example. Okay? So be used. The other ones doesn't matter, can be in the center, can be either side. But for the parents to quickly drop them off instead of walking, and have the gate too far away, such as here. All right? And this outside bus stop will be for vacation days, right? And also during the week, so once a week, and on Sundays for once a week for the elders to go out, do different things, go to parks, and on Sundays for families to go to their special parks, right? That's gonna be close by. Okay, only on real vacation days, buses gonna go to state and national parks, not during regular weekends, because we're gonna have one park right here, right? These are large, very large parks, you know. This is just a basic plan, okay? We're gonna have our parks right here. I think 2 parks here, you know, and in the area for the playground for the little children, such as toddlers, we can have 1 meter fence, right? And here as well, you know, somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere, you know, with this small playground, you know, so they're safe, and their older children can have another play set right here. So the parents can be, you know, watching children of both ages and have benches on both sides. Okay? So their grandparents or parents can have the opportunity to see. All right, so here's another idea. So if we have about 250 families for each residential community, so each of these, so 250 here, right? 250 here, 250, 250. So we're gonna have about 1,000 families, right? On this whole city, Peace City, gonna have a name. All right, so, and here's the middle parks that we can have, 2 parks or so, right? And the outside, you know, I think 2 meters tall wall, that's fine. On the back, on the very back, in this case here, right, the university is here and the city office is here, right, one beside each other. I think that's the best up to the moment. So they can have 2 meters, 2 meters tall, right, all around, and they can also serve as the same as the community's back wall. So 2 meters there, right, all around 2 meters, okay? But for the schools, that is a situation. We cannot have 2 meters. I think I don't know how we're gonna do that, because we're gonna have some fruit trees in our backyards, right? So I think for the school we might put, I think 2 meters all around. We have cameras all around, and I think that will be fine. We can also put some pieces of glasses to avoid cats and things like that to be walking on those walls, because those walls gonna be thick. 10 or 20 centimeters concrete all around, right? So that's something we can do to avoid any creatures to be crawling or walking on top of those walls. I think 10, maybe 10. Yeah, we need pokey things. Can be nails, right, in cement. Yeah, nails, I guess, nails instead of pieces of glasses. We have to figure out which one will be most sustainable, so we don't have people walking right there, right, for fun or not. We don't want to take chances. Okay, so here you have a basic details. So when people come, right, the buses are already explained, right, for vacation, for weekdays. So here is the just quickly, because the rest already explained. So the trailers, when they were building this is the one of those 4 things here, right? So first we build the back, because everything already said before. First we build the back, and we already take some trailers out, they don't come back anymore. And then we have only trailers on this side, for example, because the main entrance is here, for example. So we start building from the back, keep going. The last 2 trailers will be these 2 ones, right? So we keep taking the back ones, and transferring. As soon as you can, transfer the security, camera, trailer, transfer, everything else here. For food, as soon as their location is ready, the kitchen for both sides, the meeting rooms for both sides, we start taking them out. And keep building towards the main entrance, okay? So the main entrance is gonna come only trucks, trailers, living families, approved living families. Everybody here is approved people, okay? So here I gave an example for a little fountain for the pond. To look pretty, we can have different rocks, different textures, and put plants in the middle for the water to fall pretty, right? We can have this at the sparks here as well. Different types, different size, different shapes, right? And for them, we can have two adjustments. One for less amount of water and one for more amount of water. So for rainy days, for example, rainy season, for dry season, they have this switch for more water to drain or less water to drain and be filtering. And the filters, we have to wash the filters, everything, you know, the plant's gonna also have filter the water and so on. Okay, so here you have a little idea. All right, so we're gonna have about 220 apartments in each, okay? All right, because I said before 250, so let's keep on 220. And what else I can say? So this is more or less the order we're gonna have. So first water wells, then we are going to have the 2 meters wall all around, the clubhouse, and the main clubhouse at the front. Remember, we have one on the back and one on the front. The meeting rooms, bathrooms for male, female, laundry rooms, laundry areas with sink to wash quick things, right, small things. And then we have the laundry, the pool, garden tool room, verandas, maintenance room, and all those trailers already said. And then we're gonna transfer the ones that we still need with a few items, right? And we're gonna count, leave a little bit of each item, so when some problem occur in the future, they don't have to order and wait. Always will be a little bit of each of those things that to remodel. Everything we buy from companies need to have a proper warranty, right? How much is the warranty? It's 20, 40, 100 years. How much? That's important. So everywhere gonna have greenhouses for us to plant a lot of sprouts to start with, and soon after we have our gardens. Every family gonna touch their own garden. And for main big areas such as corn, yucca, and other things, then people gonna be doing in groups. Okay, that's just a quick, because details I already said before. So yeah, basically is that. So here is an example, only if we have, for example, residential community here, and then we have the school, the preschool right close by. But I still think the other idea is better. On a center, we have the residential community and the school right on a side. So the adult education and the commercial plaza will be the other 4 areas. Okay? All right. I think that's the best. Now, let's say a few words about this, because that already shows. So here will be on a future areas for hammocks, you know, and for meetings of all types. The department directors or the couple gonna stay here. Can be 1 table or 2 tables, depending what type of the meeting. If it's a monthly meeting, for example. And families can also sit here on the sheets they bring from their own homes. Okay? All right. So that's in a few words. That's what it is. For approved team leaders and helpers, they can already stay inside the community as soon as they are approved. If they are not approved yet, so that's how we're going to do. Okay, so they're coming here, right? So we're going to start from the back. So let's say we start building here. You know, this is our priority, is the first ready place. So people that are coming from the city, we're going to do the best as possible for them to already be approved where they are. If they're coming from refugee camps, right? To be approved already there, get the basic information, the blood test, and everything already where they are with trailers at those locations, slums and so on. But people that come, for example, from cold regions, they already did their lab test at their own city, they pass, okay, so they come here, and let's say here it's some area where they can stay for that week or so, such as we already talked, because now it's coming summer anyways for all tropical the south hemisphere. So they can stay in places that we can put hammocks, and they can be one here, another one there. Not there. Here will be only for 100% approved families. They already passed. So the first place they're going to stay is here with their hammocks. As soon as this family, because we have to check everyone, because we don't know about the labs, the procedures they have to test at our own labs. And the labs can be right here. For example, the trailers, right? A few trailers inside, not at the main street. Here's the main street. So we might have another set of these across the street, okay, across the avenue, big avenue in the center. So we can have another set of that, okay? So the trailers, remember that page with many trailers? So for them to eat, for them to be checking, blood test and dental and everything. So they go on these trailers and sleep here because we don't want them close together, okay? All right? And gonna live here those that are 100% approved for all details. Okay, so I already told you about this, I already told you about that. So now let's say quick words for this. No one gonna be in the street, right? Everyone gonna be inside the property, as I showed you here, inside the very big main entrance. All right, so these trailers here, just told you, is this map here. I'm just showing quick because the explanation was so long with the details. So we're gonna have the lab beside the dental, and then we have the clinic, right? Side for boys, side for girls, and also because they're trailers here, it's different than future masonry build clinics. They're trailers, so they go separately. Oh, sorry, here. One for the boys, one for the girls and ladies, boys and fathers, right? And girls and mothers. All right. So I already explained, they have shady air and they have 2 sets of about 10 chairs each for families that are waiting for the family's member to leave or the following family that will be attended there. The centers, they can have games, they can have activities, right? All these trailers gonna have cameras, not cameras, yes, cameras for sure, and inside, outside, but also screens that gonna be showing the videos for them to learn. These trailers with more details, as this one I'm showing here, will be for slums, for refugee camps, so they keep coming and coming until they're ready to go to these areas, all right, these areas. Because if they did our complete test, they do not have to do those tests again when they arrive. This is more for families that are coming from cold regions, families that are coming from countries like all the north of Europe and Russia, Canada, Alaska, families that are applying to live here. Okay, so I said for people that are coming from cold regions, right, all the northern part of the continents, they can stay here, right? If that's sustainable, if it's not too cold, if there's no mosquitoes, because we're gonna have fans and things just for that week or so while they're doing redoing their checks with our own labs. All right, if it's too cold or if they have any mosquito problems in air, then they go to the hotels because it will be more sustainable than give all these things and blankets and things to them. If it's sustainable, if they can be okay just with the hammocks I said, and the children can have the cribs with nets and the fans, you know, the circulating fan, so that's fine. So they have here or the hotels. Because if they go to hotels, might be 1 hour away, 2 hours away, or even more, right, on a bus. So we want to avoid that. We want them to stay close by. And those gazebos that can be, you know, the round ones with hammocks coming this way, or these long ones, right here, because they're going to be reused after. So the group come for maybe even 2 days. They get everything done. They take our own warm medicine, everything. They have no lice, nothing. They pass all again because they do some at their own country, and when they come they have to do all these things again. All right, they can go straight and already live here. Okay, work, study, as soon as one and the other will be ready, because the first they're going to be everything at the residential community. They're going to study, live, work, close. And then the wall will be built, right? And as soon as possible, the school will be made. That will be groups. We don't have first for everything. Or they can come here during the day, right, while they finish here. Or they do the back first, and then they do the front. And the children will be away from construction. That's the main thing. Okay, so we see, because might be windy, might be not be windy. So we see what the way will be most sustainable. Or they keep, the families can stay here a little longer until they do all the basic. Take the trees out, you know, compact the soil, put that 1 meter concrete as the base, and, you know, everything else. All right? So I'm just saying for you to have an idea. This is what we are going to have at refugee camps and slums. Slums, I don't think we need to have walls. We might already use a building that's nearby. We can rent it out. You know, that will be most sustainable. And have the trailers in that area, such as a gymnasium from a school, or, you know, or another building that's for rental, because they have city right there. It's different than refugee camps that have nothing. On refugee camps, we will have this pattern with a wall all around. The only difference that the walls, 2 meter walls, are not going to be permanent. We can take those things out, you know, afterwards. They're just going to be attached together. The posts, let me see here, the posts, you know, they put the posts, right, all the posts, and then they slide, okay, here the post, they slide the concrete panels, right, and then they just take them out. It's just to organize more or less the people, so everyone will be using one main entrance. We can reuse these things afterwards somewhere. Okay, so basically is that, okay, and here the center can have the activities, and we will have 2 types of bathrooms. People that have skin problems, people that have any transmissible disease, they're gonna use the red bathroom. You know, even for lice, you know, they're going to have tickets. When they finish, or they're towards finishing, as soon as they start having these clear forms, they're going to be using only the blue. For example, if they already took the warm medicine, they're going to use the blue bathroom. Bathrooms are not going to be male and female because they're not needed. They are going to be blue and red. The whole family wait here. So if we have 2 blues, sorry, not like that, 2 blues, and here 2 reds, and here, for example, 2 blues, and maybe here 2 reds, because the whole family can use both bathrooms, done, because family is going to be really big, remember? So I think that's the best. So, or the whole family going to use these 2 red bathrooms, or the whole family going to use the 2 blue bathrooms. They're going to disinfect, as I already explained. Okay, so here we have some information. Oh, this I already told you, right? The fountains, the lakes, this I already told you. And here also for a basic explanation, tall trees and then small trees and pollination gardens. These 2 parks here, in reality can be one whole park, but 2, places for little children, then 2 places for courts, for teens, for example, and adults, that's gonna be all open. The only place gonna be fenced, 1-meter fence, will be for these little toddlers, so parents don't have to be chasing them all over. They have a proper gate. The gate will have a latch outside, so the parents can relax a little bit, sit down on benches instead of chasing them around. There's no swings on the playground for little ones. They can use here, even children up to 8 years old can use, 7, 8 years old, no swing. But right on the side can be this other area that children 5 and above can play with swings, because swings is a good thing to have. As soon as we have the limit, and they already know 5 years old and above know where they can walk or not. And if needed, we put a little something, little garden, where only children that will be on those swings, let's say 4 swings, can walk in. So here's a little gate, and here, not gate, sorry, little entrance, and here's a little garden, so they're sure they cannot walk this way. They have to use the proper gate, maybe here, for example, okay? And here they have the 4 swings. Okay, so here's some ideas that I already talked a lot about, where people can use for hammocks. It's mandatory to have the fans connected to solar panel before people sleep on those areas, because we're not going to give nets for tops of hammocks. People cannot breathe. They have to go to hotels until the fans are installed on those posts, being this type or this long type, okay? One towards the front of the property, the other one towards the back. They're going to be used for meetings afterwards. Okay, so what else I can say? Yeah, so here we also forgot to tell you, we need place for the cooking area. And we also need place for the food deposit, for the grains and everything. We're going to give everything for 2 years. According to 1,000 families, okay, basic food, until they have their own. So they're going to be using the least as possible, but when needed, they have a protein source until they have the chicken eggs, chickens, and everything else, okay? The chicken's going to be, all properties going to have them, right? So if one is more towards the back, the other one is towards the front, and the chicken's going to be trained soon as we have them. So this is the first property, right? I already told you, okay? So they're going to be trained to follow. All right, so where they need to go next? This area, or here, the university. See, these places are big, are huge, right? Okay? And they have their food planted towards this way, all right? For the people that work and study there to use, okay? All right. I'm just giving more or less an idea. Okay, so the chickens, the first group of chickens, where they're needed the most, where they pull out before they pull out the woods, the chickens can walk if they make path, right, with chainsaws, with diesel in it. All right, so they can do that. And then they walk around. So for example, they finish here, this area. What's the next? The school. So they're going to be walking around. They pull out all the trees, right? They walk next day again. They keep walking. Those chickens, where's more needed? All right, so now they have to come here. Oh, now next day here. And then again here or again here, okay? because that will be the base of the basic. Schools and the homes, these two sites will be the most important. Okay, so here's doing okay. All right, they walk again here, or they walk in this area. They're planting already food there. So we're gonna see, and soon after, when it's possible, we already have the second group of chickens, right? All these places we need different races of chicken so they can blend. So for example, if here they have one type of chicken, here they can have another type, or together. I'm not a specialist in chickens. How will be the best for them to be? Okay, so they're gonna be walking around. When they have two groups, and then the two groups gonna be sharing what's the most important. Okay, because the main thing, if they can already walk before, or the dogs walk before. So for example, here's woods, right? Here's woods, tall trees. So the dog's gonna do their first cleanup, right? Or not, just tractors. Okay, just tractors. Take everything out, take out. So the tractor's gonna be all around first. For what? For the cement, 2 meters cement, 1, 2, all around. Concrete, not cement, very thick, like maybe 40 centimeters or so. So we never have to worry about those 2 meters. It's too much work, right? We're just gonna check and pull them up maybe once a month. Different groups gonna take turn to be walking all around. So they're gonna be, all these tractors gonna be clearing areas and areas and areas. So for example, if they leave a few trees here, maybe it will be the most sustainable for shade. So here are the trailers, right? Instead of them having the activities right here by the trailers, as I show you here on this map, you know, the map of the trailers, the middle here, they won't be having shade here, all right? In the beginning they can, but afterwards, maybe they leave some trees, old trees right here somewhere close by, or maybe here, to have those classes. So these people can go, these people can go, and maybe some other group of trees right here. So these people that are already living can go, you know, for these classes or this meeting or this study time, have shade, okay? And as I said, they're also gonna use these places. They fold their hammocks, put them away, and have these classes on those locations. But we fan first. All right, so basically it's that. So let me see here, we have anything else to share, but basically it's that. We are all done and organized. Here, I forgot to tell you. So I think the best is like 2 years. They don't go to state parks, don't go to national parks. They can only go to, if they're really close by. We're going to establish how many kilometers, because we don't want people to be going to city, to be going, we have to stay the best as possible. Maybe 2 years will be too much, right? But I'm gonna, the headquarters gonna let you know afterwards. It will be 1 year or 2 years, all right? And how many kilometers, all right? How many kilometers, okay? Because I think that is up to how many. So people are not going to be going to other states, other places, because there will be plenty to have fun right here, close by, okay? And rivers, another big concern is rivers, because if it's one alligator there, or one crocodile, or a few piranhas, or those germs, you know, worms, it's already not safe. So all those communities, even that they have river close by, they are going to have their own pool. They are going to have residential communities, and the schools going, and adult education and universities gonna have their own pool for people to really work out and really have fun. Okay? All right. Okay. So let's do 1 year here. 1 year nobody go anywhere, and how many kilometers? And 2 years also how many kilometers. That can be a little more. All right? So we will let you know for 1 year how far they can go for 2 years until the end of the second year, how far they can go. All right, so thank you so much. Also in some areas we might need dynamite. So let me show you here. So we have to dig holes. This can be 2, 5, 10 meters, right? If they have something that's not harmonious close by, or something that's too tall, or canyons, whichever. So if one area is good, the other area is not good, we can go ahead and put dynamite and, you know, explode everything and get organized. But we need, so here's the land, right? Or the mountains, or the canyons, okay? So this, as I said, can be in different depth, right? But let's get organized. If it's not too tall, like I already showed in another video, if it's harmonious, they can stay there because people can also have fun. They can hike, can be a state park or a national park, okay? All right? If they're harmonious and not too tall. Okay, my friends, so basically it's that. I think I show you all. My objective was just to show you quick for you to have an idea, and also for the engineers, for the builders, for the Department of Education of Gardens to be planning everything. So this is the basic plan. Okay? All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Have everything ready with all details needed. How many windows, how many doors, how many knobs, all details. Okay? So for those templates to be ready, and so will be 2 templates for each one instead of 4, okay? Because then we have a better, you know, focus more on those. I think 2 for the South Hemisphere, 2 for the North Hemisphere, okay? And we already make the streets all properly straight, right? For this P-City. Okay, thank you so much, and we will see you soon. Okay, so you know those properties with those trailers? If we have them all in case of refugee and slums, and if we have just a few that's already at the Peace City. So I'm going to explain about those 4 trailers here, okay? So you have an idea. Okay, so here is just a basic of type of trailers we will need. But depending on the location they are, they might need 2 lab trailers, 2 dental. Like for slums, they can have 2 dental trailers. And lab is very quick. They don't need to stay much. I think 1 is good for every site we will go. But I think basic is that. The rest seem good. It's just the dental we can have an extra one. For everything else, we're going to follow this pattern. All right. So here I just drew them for you to have an idea on those sites. So here's the main entrance, and here's the 4 back trailers that people only go for a special position. So right on a back on this side or that side, but I think here's fine, away from the food, because the food gonna be really busy, right? The food here. So that will be the security guards checking what? Checking cameras inside, outside of all those buildings, right? Themselves as well, and also the main entrance inside and also outside checking, all right? And inside, people that already entered, okay? And looking outside who is coming from far away, already checking, okay? All right. And also on the roof, you know, showing outside, and a few also showing the central time space. Okay, so here's the security guards with computer. They are the only ones that come, take turns, morning, afternoon. Some can stay the whole day, it's fine. But they need to be outside, so they have to take 1 hour break. People that stay all day take sun on those locations. All right, so people that already took the warm meds, you know, the vaccines, everything, they're going to be eating here. with a few picnic tables. Those that did not get all done, they're gonna be here more or less, all right? Far away from the food preparation trailer. Okay, so we have that, and then we have the food sprouts, okay, food sprouts items. So they have the cooking places as well, the cooking stoves, right, flat stoves. So they're gonna be serving everyday salads and everyday cooking items. So they have some shelves, they have some windows towards this way. So if the door is here, they have some windows towards this way and maybe here, or here, for the sun for the sprouts to grow. Will be trays, and only authorize our own personnel gonna be going inside those places to plant more, keep planting, all day harvesting, all day planting, all day harvesting, all day cooking, and so we can serve the meals, all right? And then we have here one for herbs. Oh, we have one for surgeries. So the surgeries, while the family play, the surgeries will be one of those, I guess, here, right? Surgeries. So for everything, cleft lip or problems because of bacteria on their face, on their throat, on their neck, or anything else, surgeries. Also for vasectomy, for tubal ligation, so I think inside can be the office, right? A small office right here by the entrance. Because people, remember, all families going to be waiting outside, not inside. Inside you can have just one family at a time. So in this case, I think will work for us to have 2 surgery rooms, doing things over and over and over. So if one day they do tubal ligation, so here, for example, for females and males, right? The whole day they get this done over and over, over and over and over and over. I think it's faster because they already have the materials for these 2 things. The professionals that knows how to do these 2 things. Okay? All right, on the other day, or every other day, I don't know, depend on the community how much they need, they're going to be doing only specific surgeries. And then you have the professionals that do specific surgeries for one thing, specific surgeries for something else. Okay? Because then they will have those materials for that. They will have professionals that knows about that. Okay? And here will be the other days because we're going to need a lot in here. All right? Okay. So the regular doctor's office, I think we put over here, right? The regular family doctor, the first checkup. Oh, no. We put here with male and female. Male and female, we put them here. They will already make the request for people to do their surgeries. Okay, so they just go right there, right? Get the appointments already here. I think already here they get the appointments. They don't have to go there to get the appointments, right? Makes sense? Because they're already here and the doctor have to authorize them, okay? And if they need an ultrasound, I don't know, one of these 2 places, maybe here, one day only for ultrasounds. So yeah, will be ultrasounds for pregnant women and ultrasounds for any other irregularity. Okay, because they can even keep at the end of the day, if they are not using some equipment, they can slide them in the small carts, right? And they keep some equipment right here, because, it's plenty of. So these security guards gonna have the windows right here and computers, and they can have some carts with equipment that they're not using. So one day the two offices for specific surgery. One day for male and female surgeries. The other day they can share pregnant, ultrasound day. It's for pregnant and any other problem. People that have, who knows? People have many problems. They need to check what they have so we can know how to treat, right? And here, those two tables, let me think. For the eye examination, the iridology, and also for the naturopathy, for the pulse, professionals checking, they can also check because it's going to be easier, you know. They have a little form because for some things easy, they can know about the patient's problem. All right, so they can be sitting here or here, whichever they feel is better. Not here because here's the arriving people. Yeah, they can do the arriving people, you know, already for people. Yeah, they can do it here because the arriving families can already have a basic checkup for the doctors to know they have, you know, and the skin test and all the details they're going to be doing here, but they already have an idea. All right, see, I think it's important, you know, have this previous checkup here, okay? Everywhere going to have sanitizer and so on. Now, we need a trailer that's going to be herbs planted over and over and a lot, okay? So, if for sites and sprouts, because I think one is not enough, so we need two, okay? So they have a lot of fresh air, sliding windows, okay? And will be different trailers, not trailers with metal walls and smaller windows. They're gonna be large, very large and open, maybe sliding windows, okay? And their front door here, front door. All right. So if we are in refugee camps and if we are in slums, the herbs is to eat, okay? So they combine with these things and serve, all right? If this is the basic structure for, remember the one I showed you before on the back of the communities, new communities here. If they are this type of trailer that already receiving the people coming from cold countries, you know, so the herb trailer gonna be here on the back of this property here, right? Will be the floor trailers here on the back, okay? They're gonna be planting herbs over and over and over for all those communities, okay? So they start here, right? And as the construction will start from the back and go towards the front, they already bring their herbs. And the same gonna be doing here. They can already start planting and already putting them on the ground. As soon as the back is already have their first buildings, their first pedestrian walks, the first walking streets, the first pool, everything they already start planted on the back, they can already put a lot of herbs, not only the family gardens as I showed before, but lots of herbs, okay? All right? So that's how it is. And they can keep going. So which other place is ready? Oh, here, the university, or here. They every day, and you know, and more places gonna be also sharing where's needed, where's ready, who is needed, okay? Lots of herbs. Okay, so in a few words, these are our 4 main trailers. I think that's reasonable. All of them have 2 cameras on the top, one facing inside, one facing outside, one facing inside, other facing, all of them, okay? I think that's really reasonable, facing this area, right? And they're gonna check before they start receiving everyone. So they're gonna make sure all these cameras facing outside and inside, it's properly covering all this area mostly, and the best as possible outside as well. Okay? All right. And the fence, depending where they are, can be these cement blocks that they can slide out afterwards, because they're just going to be slide. They're not going to be the top. They are not going to have the top frame. So for example, here we have one pillar on a dirt. They are placed in a dirt, right? Those pillars. All right. And then between, they're going to put the cement boards, right? Between them, right? Gonna be the cement boards. So they're just gonna slide. They're not going to have the lock top and the cap for the posts and long boards for the blocker. We're not going to have that. So they just slide and use for something else afterwards. Okay? I think 2 meters, it's good, it's reasonable, but can also be 1 meter, depending which area we are. If we are in slums, need to be 2 meters decided, or have those rental places I told you before, need to be safe, because we need sun. You know, so if they have parking lots, we can rent places nearby slums, that's fine. If it's safe, if they have, you know, we can put some type of wall. Because 1 meter is too narrow. We don't want people jumping here, jumping there. Need to be 2 meters. So we are safe. Sliding pillars, and if the rental location have parking lots, we can use, because everyone already needs sun. Okay? Here you can have like 2 umbrellas or so. That's okay. And here as well, 2 umbrellas. Just to be put up, let's say, from 10 to 2, right? From 10 to 2 p.m. We can use those umbrellas. But other than that, we need real sun. Everyone needs a real sun. Basically, is that. Okay? All right? So we need, here, they're going to have proper cabinets, or all the seeds going to be placed dry, because here going to be sprinklers. So the dry seed's going to be kept here, okay? And they can also keep, you know where I said school items? One of them have school items, such as a ball, something for the children to play, right? And they can disinfect every 2 hours. And the groups, so if they come here with this group, they're going to be playing with them for 2 hours or so. And this group, they're going to be playing 2 hours or so. So this group, they have to disinfect that ball, you know, every hour or so, wash with soap and water, because remember, we're going to have some bathrooms and disinfecting stations. So we won't use too much water, because we won't have water wells here in slums or refugee camps. We're not going to have new water wells there if that area is not going to be used in the future, right? We're going to clear it all. Okay, so they disinfect the ball they use, right? Basically, I think it's just the ball, right? But for them to have games, circle games, learning games, all right? The best as possible. So if they have a group of people here, so I have a circle here for little ones, and let's say a circle here for older ones, here the same, for little ones, for circle ones, okay? All right? And then the next day, those 2 groups change. People that were helping here, gonna help here. But they stay the whole day there, okay? And let's say, so they have the umbrella. Yeah, I think it's good. And can be under trees as well. So if we have a tree here and a tree there, right? And if needed, we put the umbrella a little bit more in the afternoon, till 3 p.m. or so, if it's really too hot, you know, because some places are really, really hot, to even 4 p.m. Yeah, I think until 4 it's okay. So let's say from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., you can put the umbrellas up on the picnic tables, all right? So families cannot, they can only play here while they're waiting to be the next. They're not staying there all day doing nothing, all right? While they're staying, they have to listen the whole video and they go inside. Listen the whole video, go inside. Listen the whole video, go inside. Oh, I forgot, we also have the computer. Yes, this we keep like that because the materials we can sorry, no, we're not having, see this surgery here, it's not good to be here because for the equipment it's better be in another location. Okay, let me just say a few things. So here is not going to be surgeries because you remember those carts with special things. So underneath gonna be lock, a cabinet on the cart. On the top of the cart can be the machine, the ultrasound machine, the x-ray, you know, those very small machines with wheels for x-ray, because we need to know what people have right now. In the future, people are going to be healthy and safe. But for now, we have to figure out. So one is the x-ray machine. The other is male and female items needed for surgeries. The other one is ultrasound. So we have those carts. They cannot be here. So they're going to be here. You see? Surgeries, you know, can have 2 rooms and a small office right here because people are going to be outside anyways. Nobody going to be waiting inside. Only people. So if they have a family member in surgery, the whole family going to be playing here or here. Whichever they have the ticket to eat, it's where they're going to spend the whole day. You know, according to the best for that community. So it's not 100% everyone is good is here and 100% everyone is bad is here. Not checked yet, I mean, it's here. You're going to see to be sustainable, to have more or less the best ones here and the ones that still treating here. Because even those that got already their blood test, they got their warm medicine, but if they still showing signs of transmissible disease such as skin problems or anything else, they're going to continue here while they get one treatment, another, dental, whichever it is. Everyone working on those locations, they're going to have complete mask. The one that come to the neck a little tighter, the long one, not the tiny one, so we're safe. And people also need to take their vaccines before they go. For pulmococcus, you know, that one for the lung. They can also have the, which other one? Tetanus, pertussis, tetanus. So we're going to tell everyone working which one they need. Diphtheria, you know, which other one? The papilloma virus, and so on. You know that list? This is the list. Okay? So we're gonna tell people the best as possible. And we also, some places gonna take, I don't know about this vaccine yet, but I know it's already exists. Yellow fever wax vaccine. So I don't know if that's safe, if that's good, but we're gonna let you know, depending on the area you are, which one you have to take ahead. Okay? All right. So if you have trees in your area, for example, if you are by slum and have a location to rent, you're going to use those trees, right? And be a little bit this way, a little bit that way, but going to be in a central area, okay? So it will be easier for all these cameras to be checked inside and outside what's going on. All right, so the surgery, all the surgery with those carts going to be moved over here. All right, and those that they can be kept one beside the other, you know, under their own counters, they can be one cart long ways, one beside the other. If they have a bigger machine, they can keep right here the school trailer, because this school trailer, and then they have whichever needed, you know, block the end of the trailer. So if the door is here, they can block the end of the trailer. For example, for the x-ray machine, that's a little bigger, but ultrasound and everything else, they can keep right here, right? And they have the 2 main surgeries, right here in a very small office. Everyone wait outside. All of them have those proper canopy, Remember I told you in the other video, they have those proper canopies, you know, with about, 2 rows, 10 chairs, and then 10 chairs looking the screen. Everyone have a screen. So they're not going to be looking outside. The main thing is for them to look inside. After a few weeks or so, you know, they can be a half, the family that's waiting and already watched the video, they already pass on that video, it's okay. They can look people playing. So we won't waste time. One family is waiting for the family member. The other family, gonna be the family, will be the next to be attended at this trailer. For all of them the same. So everyone gonna have 2 rows of chairs. About, I think 14, right? 14. Okay. The other way, if it's not raining, no, leave like that because they really have to look the video, or if they already pass, So I have 2 rows of chair, about 14 chairs each row. Both of them look the video. For those that already passed, they can be looking outside. For new families, always gonna be looking inside until they pass that test. The person inside gonna know if they already passed the test, and can always ask some questions, you know. They can always go sometimes outside and ask questions. What about this and that? Okay? All right. So we're doing great. So they're going to do workout, right? They do a little bit and they have a break. They do a little bit and have a break. People can play the games and have a break under those shades as well, right? Those trees, you know, where we have them, we use those shades, whichever they are. Okay, so we're also going to do workout on those areas. Workout. So good morning, and make them move, And then sitting here can be some elders, right? With some, for example, it's not going to be obese people, but let's say some elders that need a special explanation. They sit at the table and the couple sit here with them, trying to explain, you know. Elders, okay to be here. When they come in and when they get out, every single person gonna be having a sign in and sign out sheet. That one, we have to tell everyone to take a shower before they come. They have to come with clean clothes, right? Because we need proper control and really check. I think the best would be like a card, you know, so families won't be touching other families sign in, sign out sheet. So they have maybe a bigger card, you know, a half page printed lines. So maybe we can do that. We have all the family members and rows, small rows. So let's plan, because we need to count everyone really properly when they come in and when they get out and take pictures. All right. Okay, so here, when the families come in, they wait right here. It's 2 tables right here and 2 tables right there. So I think it's reasonable to have one couple here, and 2, right? So they can, the father and the mother, the elder sit, all in plastic and disinfected. Okay? So here the same way, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. So 2 and 2, so the workers, the new family, workers and family, okay? All right. So the families come, you know, the security guard, couples, we need 2 here. So we have 4 people working this area to be really good, okay? So they already guide them. Oh, here's a free table, here's a free table, here. When the family goes to one table, they go to the same table until they finish, because they are going to have that card. Okay, the card for that family. Okay, so I think, and each family gonna have a number. So if they start going to one, they keep going to that same one every day they arrive. All right? Okay, so here it is. Now I made some cards, and I'm going to have like plastic, not in wood, not in cardboard, plastic boxes, right? We have one already for small cards, you know, like flashcard size, but this is bigger. It's a half page card, this one. So maybe a plastic box that can fit them nicely and neat. And they have the tabs for different alphabetical, you know, from this to that, from this to that. If they don't have for sale, they can make one. And with a group, a few letters for each. Okay, so yeah, 2 or 4 for each. Okay, so here's the basic thing. So here you have first, last name. So every family gonna have a card. And here they have birthday and age. So if they're not 4 years old yet, we have exactly how many months, year and months. If they're 4 years old and older, they can have already. Yeah, I think for here, maybe we put more months, yeah, for everyone. So they start focusing on that and learning and study. Okay, for everyone gonna be their age. How old are you? 20 years and 4 months. 20 years, okay, so they start practicing. I think that's good. And as soon as they start coming to English, they have to sign up in English. Talk to those police guards, those security guards here, already in English, talk to these people in English, okay? But not right at the beginning. People need to talk their own language so they understand what's going on. All right. So the form gonna be more or less like that. So here's the bed. So we have date and time, date and time, date and time. So they're just gonna write small. So if they write 7 o'clock, you know, or 7:10, put a small time out. 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, what time they left. So it can fit in the same rectangle there. Okay? Oh, sorry, here's date, I messed up. Here's the time. So for the time, you need 2 lines, arrival and departure. And here is the date. Okay? So let's put 1 week. So we have to fit a group of 5 days. Okay? So I just put 4 here. So they need 1 more. Okay? But I think will be reasonable. People just careful to write very small and, you know, like their names, just the first last name. People gonna diminish long names anyways, right? Some people have Muhammad, this, and that. Some people have 4 names, 6 names, right? So we just shorten up the names, okay? Because the official name is gonna be done at their registration. Okay, so remember here that I put the dental office here by the lab, so they do go well together. The boys and girls here, family doctors, right? Those 2 trailers here. I think the best would be to put them across the street, close to the main entrance. You see the main entrance here? Right here. Because they don't need internet. So by the security guards, here will be the computer testing. That's the best, because here will be our main source of internet. So here will be the computer testing and family registration online. Okay? All right, so we just transfer because that will be more reasonable. And then I show you later how things gonna be. All right, so here we are. The school is gonna have this clipboard for family registration in paper. So they play about 40 minutes, right? Games or things. They did the stretching with active jumping and so on. 20 minutes break. them to talk to each other, go to the bathroom, drink water, right? I think that's reasonable. Then they have 2 hours, 2 hours of paperwork. What will be their paperwork? First, registration for those that didn't register yet. So the yes form and everything. So when you're doing that, the best families you put here, the best families, I want to say, the ones with no health problems. And the families that you think they have any problem, you put them here. Who's gonna sort those two each day? Those welcome tables. They're rare. Every day they're gonna have the same families. They have an idea, on which one's the best or the worst, right? They're gonna be giving a ticket. Red ticket and blue ticket. This blue ticket's gonna be small, like maybe 2 centimeters by, little ticket. 2 by 4, and they can be laminated or a half flashcard. The regular flashcard. I think that's the most sustainable. Okay, so here, more or less a flashcard, and they're gonna say, because they're easier to clean at the end of the day, mid of the day and end of the day, to put some alcohol, rubbing alcohol on a piece of toilet paper and rubbing both sides. Okay, so we can reuse them over and over. All right, those families have those cards, right? And they also gonna need the cards for where they're gonna be going each day. So they have a sheet with all the places. So they're gonna have a sheet with all the places they have to go, right? I have to make up that sheet, not ready yet. So they're gonna have all the places. And they start getting their okay, right? The clear form for each place. So they come and they check. Who gonna check? The person, the office of that trailer, not the family itself. So gonna be the person's name, right? So here's the trailer, the name, and then the person will sign and give a little signature, right? Something like that, and the date they were approved. I'm gonna make a better one for you to have an idea, okay? All right, so each family gonna have this piece of paper. These will be printed in a harder, like a little cardboard paper, or just glue, printed in regular paper, because most machines will accept. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do. You print in a regular printing size paper, and thick, as regular printing paper. Okay, and then you're gonna get this and you're gonna glue to a thicker paper, such as watercolor printing size paper. Okay, it's not really watercolor because we don't need the quality, we just need the thickness, otherwise they're going to be damaging all around. Okay, all right, so you get this, you fold this form and put in a Ziploc bag. They can keep checking, they never open. You're going to explain to them, they never open. Who's going to open? It's the offices of these trailers they will be going to, so for the next appointment that they have, so they're going to have a list here. Next appointment, all right, so they have the dates. So let's say 2 for each or something like that, 2 or 4, I think 4, right? For the next appointment, they have 4, and then finally they're going to have the clear. Right? If they need one more day, they just squeeze the date somewhere there. But most likely, they don't need that many. All right? Okay? And towards the end, they have the education one. The education, they're probably going to need more than 4 days. But to start, it's a good start like that. I'm gonna make the ones they need 2 and the ones they need 4. Okay, so those couples working here, they will know who they're working for. Okay, they can also have a tent somehow here, because they're going to be working here the whole morning, the whole afternoon. And they can exchange with people working inside. They can do that. So if in the morning they work outside here in the heat, on the sun, or here, if they work here in the sun, they can come to the shade, if they have shade here. Or they can also work, for example, supervising computers. So people won't be doing the same thing, because we want to avoid people that sit all day or stand up the whole day. So people walking here, guiding people on how the tests are, or teaching them. Here will be the same, 2 hours teaching, 2 hours testing, 2 hours teaching, 2 hours testing. So they can change in the middle of the day in everywhere that's possible. For the professionals, sometimes we cannot do that. But even for surgery, so let's say the professionals that do male and female, they're going to have 1 day gap, they can work here or whichever, all right? And then they're ready to work the whole day doing males and females surgeries once the materials are already out, okay? Or they do the whole morning one thing, the whole afternoon another thing, okay? All right. So here we need one more. I think it's another computer, right? One is instruction. Let me see here. Okay, so I put here the computer class, the basic class, because many people don't know. In slums, quite many people gonna know about computer, but not in refugee camps. So they have the basic class here and the testing here. And when needed, they share, depending, as I said, depending how people are their needs. So they will share the people. So these 2 places need to be beside each other. So at refugee camps, they're going to need more people doing this basic information, how they're going to fill up their registration form. And on slums, they already many go to school or went to school, they're going to need more those. So, okay. And here it's close to the Wi-Fi main source, whichever is coming from, okay? So we always won't have problems, so they keep going, so that will be here, the main source, whichever, if it's by antenna, or if it's coming from a building, whichever it is, here's the main Wi-Fi right there, okay? So they will always have over and over. All right, so the male and female trailers here, I put this way because the families are big in many places and gonna go faster, right? But people working in them gonna be the same as I explained for the drug test. So the males will check males, females will check females, but their spouses always right there beside them. They don't look straight at them, they don't test their skin, but they're right beside taking their notes, okay, looking a little sideways, So, but they always keep working with their own spouses, so nurses, volunteers, because a lot can be volunteers, such as the skin test. They're going to check really, really properly and so on. So here, the blood test will be with the urine test, because the blood test is really fast and they're going to take a little longer for the urine test. Okay, this blood test is the whole complete 4-panel test. Everything, that's the real blood test, the complete 4-panel. Is the 4 basic things for a blood test, okay? All right, even the rhythm of the heart, okay, because even infants have problems, teens, adults, so we have to check everything. Okay, so here we have this basic first trailer for shower, for, it's not actually a trailer, but let me put here the word shower, one change of clothes, right? They have a change of clothes. Okay, so I wrote here, shower, one change of clothes. Remember we talked about this? So they put their clothes here, right, in a hamper. They get the new clothes we're gonna give to them, right? So right here beside will be, for example, the clothes trailer. Some of them will be buses, some of them will just be in open space, right? So they take their showers on those outside showers with proper screen all around, right? As soon as we disinfect after, I don't know, every hour maybe, right? With vinegar spray, 100% vinegar spray around those showers. And they get the flip-flop, and we disinfect the flip-flop after each person with vinegar, let them air dry, so will be a place here. Okay, so the best would already to have machines to wash those clothes at the end of the day. Give them the clothes, the bag, the trash bag with clean, all clean clothes already washed, well washed, with good soap and water. So this is if we already have the washer installed. We need washer installs here, and they dry wherever they're already using. Okay, because make no sense for them to don't have clean clothes, so we can already help, them going. If we don't have washers right here to give their clothes back at the end of the day, those bags have a number, right? Hamper is hamper. One for each, plastic buckets, right? That's for the family. You can wash all together as soon as they will fit on a washer. All right, so they bring their clean clothes, or if they don't have yet, bring the dirty clothes on those trash bags. Okay, so here will be a clothes trailer. So they get their first clothes on the first day, right? That next day they can come with the same clothes. It's still clean, but they have extra underwear. All right, extra brassiere, extra underwear, extra shirt. Yeah, they can use the same shorts for 2 days. All right, and so here will be the surgeries. Okay, here will be the surgeries, and here's the school trailer. So the school trailer can have the X-ray machine here. All right, the X-ray machine. I think everything else will fit under the counters, all right, of these two offices. So one will be a larger one, the other one will be a little smaller because the secretary will be right here. Everywhere that's possible, they're gonna have a table outside with the secretary instead of inside like this. So that secretary have fresh air, see people, right? So whichever, but if it's good, no, need to be inside because they have their file cabinet. All these trailers have their file cabinets for their needs, okay? At the school, they're gonna have a few balls, right? Like big balls, the size of a volleyball that's soft, can be used for many games, and some small plastic balls, right? For them to play with the little kids. And some flashcards while they are learning, practicing. Okay, some flashcards, I think, nothing else. Basically is that. Now, let's have dish washing station. They're the bowls. I wrote dish just to make easier, but they're bowls. So we have 4 different plastic containers, right, coming from them, right? So they rinse, and they have the soap, and then they rinse the soap, and then the last one is the vinegar. And the same for here. We do not mix those bowls. Leave them where it is. And both of them, it's 100% vinegar. We're gonna need a lot of vinegar. But we can put all these extra things at the school because the school don't have much school items right now. They're going to have a lot, maybe 40 or 80 plastic clipboards, right, for people to start registering, but they don't have too much. So we can have those extra vinegar right here, okay, because need to be 100%. And then they have the place, a little counter, right, to take them out and drain the vinegar, dry, and put back on the cart. So people get a clean one at the cart and go this way, maybe serving their food. Oh, sorry, maybe like this is better. So they serve their food, right? To be easy, they're gonna have one salad, one cooked meal. So they get their clean items, go this way, and go to sit down. When they come back, they come, wash, as I just told you, and the person that's helping take them out, because these need to be really timed, 10 or even more. That for 20 minutes for sure, this for 10, okay? And here, somewhere here, maybe, somewhere here, we have the big bell, a very big bell, bling, 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 so they know the first lunch. We can have lunches from 11 to 1, or even from 10 to 2, depending how many tables and how many people you are serving, because, and how much space you have. So if you have, every 30 minutes you have a new group, they have to get up, right, and move to the following activities that they're going to be on the floor while people, or you just take some floor area and some table areas, so some people can sit here, such as elders, right beside their family members that can sit close to them. Okay, the same for here. All right, I think that will be really good. So they eat, and then the other ones that did not eat yet and the other ones that already ate are in the other part. And so the person ring the bell, blang, 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 lunch, 11 o'clock. Blam, 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 lunch, 11:30. You know that paper I told you that they slide and they never take out from the Ziploc bag? Only those secretaries take them out of the bag to check where they went that day. All right, so they're gonna have there what time is their breakfast, what time is their lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. Okay? All right, if they finish too early, it's optional for them to stay the whole day so they can eat. But some people do have some food at home, right? Such as slums and, even refugee camps. They have their own regular meal that we don't want to mix with our own thing. So it's optional for them to eat the breakfast and the dinner, early dinner, with us or not, but we have to have. Okay, so basically it's that. So here we have the shower, here we have, I think I'm gonna make some more changes, because the food, it's way too far at the end, and we might need new delivery of food. Yeah, but all of them gonna be delivered. Those gonna have delivery often of more materials. For the shower, yeah, leave the shower there because they're gonna need the top plastic container, right? Will be shallow, so the water will warm up with the sun itself, right? For them to take a shower. And the squeezer for the shower, they have to make sure they wash their hand outside before they come in, something like that. And the clothes is right here so they can share. All right? I forgot which one is this, but here's the surgeries for sure, and I think we're ready to go. All right? The females that are pregnant gonna come here as well, right? In moments, 1 hour in the morning, the females come, 1 hour in the afternoon, the females come, and just one day or another. All right? So basically it's that. They also gonna have an order, like here, about the time they have to go, more or less. So the secretary will write more or less the time according to the people they have. Each secretary gonna put here, take from the Ziploc bag and write more or less the hour they have to be for each of these locations. All these locations gonna have a number. All right, the only trailer that do not have a number is the security guard and the security guard. That's it. So they know, okay, this time trailer number 1, this time trailer number 2, and they always have to arrive a little bit earlier. Okay, all right. So basically it's that. The school will be the ones guiding them on their paperwork for the registration form, for the yes form, and everyone that's extra, having their break or something, need some sun, fresh air, gonna be helping here to explain, because people gonna need a lot of guidance. Many people don't even know how to read and write. Oh yes, here, documentation. When they're ready to register for divorce, for marriage, it's right here. So they're gonna bring everything they already have from their own country, okay, because it's important for us to have a good background, the best as possible based on the information. So to shorten up their names is here, new divorces, new marriages, license, because everyone here gonna be only marriage people. They cannot pass this gate by themselves. This is gonna be actually very small entrance, you know, so it's like 1 meter. It's plenty. It's a small gate. It's not huge open, anyone can come, right? A small gate. And we need walls all around, 2 meters, sliding doors. Okay, so it's forbidden for them to enter this area by themselves. If they're teen, they need their parents. If they're adult, they need a spouse and their children. So the first come accepted will be complete families. It's what? Parents, their children and teens, with grandparents. That. So you always gonna give priority. Outside will always be 2 couples, one more or less here and one more or less here. Outside, I'm not talking about the gate. The gate one will be more towards the inside, already accepting what these 2 people are gonna be talking. So it will be 2 people here. Okay, you see, all right, they have to show a little bit their documents. Okay, they can have a little table here. Yeah, a little table, a long table here. So they can stand up and they can sit down. Okay, all right, what did you bring? Did you bring your documents? You know, oh, sorry, the table can be placed like that, so it's more safe. It's safer. These people outside do have a vest, a gun vest, and they're checked outside before they come in. We need here 2 couples this side and 2 couples this side. All these 8 people outside do have a vest for bullets, and everyone with uniform also have a vest for uniform. Okay, so we're really safe. All right, so what you're gonna check here, just the very basic, right? Check their body with metal detector and with batteries, I guess, right? I don't know if we can have anything else. So metal body, metal detector. It's mandatory for them to come in shorts. If you need shorts, okay, the shorts right here, give to them, they can come back next day. If it's really early in the morning, they can go change and come back properly dressed, right? Okay, so I think, yeah, maybe this shower gonna be outside the property. Let me think. No, if we have good metal detectors, gonna be here, yeah. So they have vests for bullets. They're gonna check the body for metal. They're gonna check the documentation. Okay, how many people you have? So like for refugees, many don't go to have documents, even for the teens. All right, so get what they have. All right, you see there's 2 elders or 4 elders with them. The grandparents, they have priority, they come in. Okay, and for everyone else, okay, where's your grandparents? Even for married couples that bring a married document, where's your children? Okay, no children. All right, but where's your grandparents? Okay, come back tomorrow. All right, okay. And here we also gonna have envelopes with money so they can go and get that couple, you know, a little bit just for the bus, you know, and things like that. When they do not come in to eat or anything else, if it's not their day, or if they finish this, okay, and they have to keep going, because as soon as they pass in all this Ziploc, you know, this thing, they have to check everything, then they can already go to the PCD. So they can go fast in each of those learning locations and don't just hang out to eat this food. So they can really go. Those people are gonna say very few basic things for them if they don't know. So look, this is from a work of an organization, only if you really want. So they're gonna have basic information for them. Okay, we can help people, but you cannot drink, you cannot smoke, right? Why? Because we want to focus on those that are more interested and already don't drink, don't smoke, okay? Let the others think and come after a month or so, right? Because they're going to say everyone is going. Oh, where everyone is going, or they will be coming home happy, right? Okay? So basically is that. All right. For the families that are approved, now we're going to talk about that. So they're going to explain the basic, what we're doing here. Going to say, look, we check health, we give some medication, but only if you really want the program. You cannot drink, you cannot smoke, you cannot use drugs, right? You're going to explain the very basic things outside. They can only pass this gate, right, here. They're going to bring reference letters. So we're going to have a list of paper. You know, the Ziploc bag, they can already bring a Ziploc bag of things they have to check to bring from home. References and school documents, everything. Like I said, in refugee camps, it's going to be a little harder for like birth certificate, but some might have some paperwork. All right? So this paper will be outside documents, what they have to bring from their own city. So if they need $5, $10 to go pick up someone that is not part, I'm not saying teens or adults that are involved in drugs. I'm not saying that. I'm saying more for grandparents that do not live with them. They might say, oh, my grandparents live in another city, another town. Okay, so go pick them up, and when you're ready, you come. We're here Monday to Saturday. Yeah, we have to work Monday to Saturday because to keep going. All right? At least for the first, shall we do the first 8 weeks? I think we can do that. For the first 8 weeks from the organization launching day, we work on Saturdays as well, because people, my friends, they're waiting for years to have a house, right? We can do that, right? And really work every day. We are not stopping at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We stop, you know, everyone here is stop 10 to 6, right? 10 to 6, so they're not having new families, then it's okay. And they work until 5:40, right? And then they close there, and then here they close by 6 o'clock. I think that's reasonable, right? So improvement. 10 to 6, they close all these trailers, 10 to 6. So while they walk, 10 to 6. So they really attend people until 10 to 6. 1 minute. They already organize everything. They already file their documents. All these places gonna have a file cabinet with a key. A metal file cabinet gonna be used afterwards, right? Be given to local school or somewhere, but they need to have with a key, because they're gonna get all these documents at the last day. They're gonna have a proper envelope with everything, right? And one copy the family gonna keep, and one copy we will keep. You see this place here for documentation, gonna keep one copy of one original, and one original the family's gonna bring home. Everything they have from each place gonna be stapled. Okay, and here we're gonna keep. And when first few groups, they go on a bus on a special day until the airport, or the bus until their new P city, if it's in the same country or close. So people helping the families to get their paperwork done, right? As soon as those paperwork start to get ready, they're gonna bring to this office, because here's where the proper files for each family will be. So while they still doing, and on the following day they will continue those forms, so they will stay right there on those plastic clipboards. Okay, so let's go over a few things. Every day they have to come involve family members. No wheelchair accepted inside, because outside they can bring the family members and be outside by the veterinarian, by the haircut areas. So those, if anyone in wheelchair with problems, have information videos. They can sit there outside and learn about the videos to be healthier and stronger. Okay? As soon as they can walk, they have to be able to walk, If they are able to walk, then it's okay. They can come inside, and then they go over all trailers that we already said. Here they're gonna have games as the most as possible in English. Very simple things. Good morning, good afternoon, simple greetings, simple days of the week, those 2 months, don't go already to the 12 months, but try to teach them 2 and then 4 months. What's the first month of the year? What's the last? Which month are we here right now? Okay? All right. In some communities like slums, most children go to school in refugee camps too, but not from natives. Natives won't know much about those things, right? They have their own thing. So just do the best you can, right, according to your reality. And to have people, natives, right, because we need groups of different people to be going to this chosen peace city, right? So you need to have groups made. Who is ready? Okay, you're ready. So you might go this Monday or the following Monday, all right? More or less, something like that. Okay, at the front here, so that's the small gate right here, right? So we're gonna have here this position. The vet clinic, it's right here. If the dog is really good and have condition to be a security guard, or it does not have a lot of hair, needs shaving all the time and things like that, or very sick, the best we can, they can bring their dogs. So they will come here. So, or while they wait if they are part of the following group, they wait to bring their dog, and they can, while they are waiting, they can already bring their dog here. Or the other way around. If they are going to be here inside first, they can bring their dog on the following week, or one of the days they leave earlier, like Friday and Saturday, right? Or any day, okay? So here's the dog. but they cannot leave the dog outside while they go inside. We are not accepting that. Okay? All right? They have to bring the dog home and then come back or something like that. And here will be the haircut. Free haircut, free beard. So we have a plug here connected to in the side for this trailer. So it will be a very short, going over a hole or something, right? A very short cord. We don't want long cords. So it's very close to this place or over the fence, over these 2 meters. Okay? All right? And gonna be all fenced around somehow. Or people go really inside. I think that's the safest, right? Because we're gonna have all this electric cords, because we don't have another one right now that's sustainable for so many people. So 4 people come, 1 family at a time. They trim everyone next. They trim everyone. So you're gonna have, for example, if you have cutting people, 6 people at a time, so you have about 6 chairs inside. So you have the whole family inside and some chairs outside as well. Okay, so here we're gonna have 2 Ziplocs, right? Ziploc bag 1, transparent Ziploc bag 2. So the first one, I just put 1 and 2 to be easy. So they have to go in a city, their own homes, and get all their paperwork. So we can only accept people that have their own paperwork, with exception of natives, right? With exception of natives. You're gonna bring them to the city so they can get registered the city first, and then they will register with us. This is very important. We don't just register people because we don't know they are married or not. Like for people from slums, even people from refugees, they need to have some kind of paper, like a type of paperwork. So you're gonna give this Ziploc bag with all the items you need: birth certificate, the school, all the items. So for each item they get, here, they put inside the Ziploc bag. It's a big Ziploc bag. And then you have for vaccines. They have any, they have none, and all the names. So you're gonna make something like that for all family members, just the first name, right? As soon as they got for one person or another, they circle that person that they get records. And then they go for house, utility bills, okay? Utility bills. All right, so the same. How many they need? They need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're already gonna put for them. So depending the month you are. So let's say if we are here, right? Let's say we're here September. Which ones they have to bring? September, right? And then here August, July, and June. Which one they got? Oh, let's say they got this and that. They're still looking for the other 2, or they're gonna ask for a duplicate. They have to go to the city office, right? Regular government and ask. So they need utility bills for 4 months, or 2 different ones for 2 months. That's okay. Yeah, let's put here, so instead of writing utility bill, let's put electric, and one more. Okay, just for 2 months. Sorry, I think will be better. So August, September, and August, September. Okay, so you're gonna go like that, and everything else I already asked you before. So the school, they need 2 things from the school. Here was not clear. One is a letter. This student or this adult or this teen attended until, right here, the last day. That can be that same week that they start doing paperwork with us, or also can be a few years ago. The children, soon as they finish these days, they go back to school. They don't miss school. If the parents need more teeth treatment, for example, they have to come for 1 more week for anything that's needed. Their children don't leave school. If this letter can be still attending school. So 1 until or here, still attending, okay? And then when they come to this trade, they are approved to come inside and go to all these places. You're gonna give them a letter to that school. They have been, please excuse their absences, they have been coming to our evaluation or treatment, something like that, okay? All right. Because we don't want children, me think. They have to go back to school because we don't know that family will be approved, if they really gonna finish everything, if they really gonna learn the basic English. They have to learn the basic English, that number one. Remember the number one? All these games, instead of little bit to start, as I said, but they have to learn the basic English. Otherwise, they won't learn. They want to go to the new city, but they won't learn. Okay, so their children, if the parents have to come, they can still bring their children here daily while they have these activities, right? But they have to go back to school until they pass on the computer and on the games level 1. Okay? And paper. Because they're not going to the computers if they don't pass in paper. The basic is the paper, right? And gonna be people here helping them on these two places, helping them with English. Let's focus on English. If they have to learn how to read and write, they can do at home. Like if it's for refugee, if it's for slums, and then it's okay. They don't have to do their, if it's one family member, for example, grandmother, and then it's okay. But the parents and the teens and every child 8 years old and older need to read. So let me write it here. They have to read, they have to write, and do the English test, basic level 1. Okay, read the basic, write the basics. They know their name, they know a few greetings, days of the week, in their own language, right here. That's their own language, and here in English, the few basic things. Gonna be very simple, but they need to have effort and study every day. Okay, all right. So here we are. We get all this. So they have the electric bills. Let me think. Yeah, let's do 4. 4. First, every week we are gonna approve the families that have the most. Not 2, sorry, 4. So 2 different electricity bill. Everyone gonna have that. Okay? All right? Exceptions for natives, the same way. All right? And if it's natives, you're sure they won't have that, for example. What you do? You just, when you print that paper, you just already make a cross that they don't have. They never went to school, okay? But the person of their, some tribes, they do have some schooling with their own people. So they were learning something or not, The person of the own tribe gonna write a little something, a little statement, a half-page statement. This child, this and that, okay? All right? And for natives, I think we just registered them because for them to go to the city, some cities take way too long and make no sense. Okay? All right? Okay. So, for natives, we are going to do their own birth certificates, okay? And for refugee camps that do not have, because we really don't know. So, okay, so they got everything. The others I already said. Oh, many countries, they give them the vaccine, right? The vaccine records for children, teens, old ones, right? And many for adults as well. So you're going to have all their names here, right? And they're going to circle as soon as they get. So you keep going. I'm going to complete that afterwards. I have to make a note here that I will complete that afterwards. Okay, so when they have all this, they can come in. If it's missing one thing or another, it's okay. But the main thing, we're going to focus which families have the most. So you're going to accept first, right, that. The other thing is that we're going to have Where is safe? We're gonna have a motorcycle with a microphone going on that neighborhood, such as slums, because some slums don't have drugs. Everywhere is drugs, big cities. But I'm just saying, it is peaceful for people to go, people from outside to go, rural areas, for example, right? Rural areas that won't keep staying, or in cold countries, maybe you get a permit or something, but you're not doing flyers everywhere. You can try to have a meeting at schools such as cold areas, the university. All those workers are from the universities, okay? They can have helpers, but the first people are the teachers and students from local universities. That's because they're supposed to know the most and get organized, and some of them are also going to start moving with those families. So for example, here, every week, 4 couples go or 8 couples go, if they have more people to attend, of course, because many things many people can do. What we need real professional people, it's for the dental, it's for surgeries, right? Those go to the end, to the location they're chosen or invited. But for everyone else, we can rotate. Other people come, and a few can stay all the months, 28 weeks there, until the last families are attended, such as refugee camps that want to run and keep them going, right? But we want them to have the basic orientation, English number 1, and be healthy, get vitamins, get warm meds, and everything we already talked about. Because we cannot have the new place infested. Okay, so as soon as those families are allowed to come in, they already have every single day, they're gonna have warm medicine if needed, because some people are really bad. They do 1 more week, that's fine. They do 1 more week. They come in the morning, eat, take the medicine, because usually, it's with food, right? Or they take and then they go home. All right, so if they have to come 1 more week, 7 o'clock in the morning, they are right there, or even 20 to 7, if they just need that pill, because people that work here, they have to arrive about 6:20, 6 o'clock, they leave home, the bus pass, 6:20, 6:25, they're already on site, because they're not from far away, okay? And the buses, can start early in the morning. Let's say the bus driver can leave their own home, that the bus will be right there beside his house, right? He can leave, let's say 5:40, I think is good. And already go in a city, picking up, go to in front of residential communities, picking up that group. Okay, and then another bus, go to another area of the city, another bus. So maybe if you need 4 different buses or 4 different vans, that's okay. So they are there because they have to get organized and, set up everything, such as the food. And so the first ones need to arrive there early. Okay, the other ones can arrive 6:35, 6:40. Okay, all right. So 1 more time, the people that needs to come 1 more week, or for lice or for worms, because they're too bad, they can come 1 more week early in the morning. If it's a warm medicine to take with empty stomach, they come, take the medicine and leave. Sign in, sign out, and leave. We're not giving medicine on the street, okay? If they have to eat to take that medicine, right, male and female, okay, they eat the breakfast, take this, and they leave, okay? If they need 2 weeks or so. All right, so these games here is for families that are using these things. Outside, we can also have games, learning games, and the videos keep going on and on. So here's a trailer with video. The vet trailer is outside, and here is the haircut and beard shaved with also a small screen, right? A small TV, like let's say 50 by 40, something like that, 50 centimeters. Let me just see. 50 centimeters, because can't be too small, can't be too big as well. But they're gonna hear at their own language. They're gonna hear, and with rows of chairs here and a little cover, a plastic cover in case that rain, they are protected. Okay, all right. So basically it's that. So I was here, right? So I'm going to complete this, but you already have an idea. So first 8 weeks. So you're going to attend those families fast as possible. So they start on Monday. You get, let's say, 20 or 40 people. Families, right? Only families completed, they get their documentation. Even for refugee, they need to give, because they have little schools there. They have some records of those people, okay? So they need to get a copy. We are going to have copy machine in all this trailer with documents here, because in case they don't have two originals, we have to make one original for us, okay, of all these documents. Okay, you see all these documents here they're providing, okay? So you're not taking the originals, right? Let me think. Yeah, you're gonna make copies and you're gonna sign, two people from that trailer are gonna sign that they saw the originals. You initial that original that you already saw, another family cannot use the same. Have a little stamp or something, maybe like that. 2 by 2, something like that, right? You stamp not the birth certificate, right? But fertility bills, that's important one. So other families won't be using the same unless they explain, look, yes, we live beside each other, then it's okay, all right? So all this basic information gonna be outside of those videos, because we don't want people to come in, oh, I don't have this document, don't have that, don't have this, don't have that. So this first bag, as soon as we see they're really interested, we can give the bag with all these things. So they have to at least watch that first complete video. I think outside the vet place, right? Okay. So here we have another bag. It's a smaller bag with their schedule. So I have to make it a little better, but where they're going to go, remember that one I showed you? The days, I don't want to turn the page right now, but the type of trailer, so trailer 1, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. So I forgot here the Saturday, right? So trailer number 2, trailer number 3, and the person, the secretary from those places, the first one we schedule for them. But after that, the secretary of each place gonna see, what's available for them. Okay? All right. So, and they can wait a little bit. That's fine if it's needed, right? Or they can quickly go to another one if it's available. The main thing is to attend. You see this clinic, sometimes we go, people sit and work slow and look and ask again and come back. We're not doing that. We have to be on a go, be efficient. People need to run early in the morning. So before you open 7 o'clock, that's something you can do together as well. Run in the morning. And everyone that was already attend, you can have 2 different groups. Let me think. No. The best is to have one group for the whole day so they can finish everything by Saturday or even Friday. Yes. So we're not having another group in the afternoon. Focus on the people you already have and really go, okay? And they will get a few flashcards in another small Ziploc bag they can practice at home. Just a very few, okay? They can practice at home. You're going to ask which one they need the most, right? And flashcards, can be simple paper, printing paper. Don't need to be strong, thick paper, okay? All right, so if they need a little money, yes, we can give them a little money in an envelope, but we are going to keep record. What's this money for? Oh, it's to pick up my teen that lives with the uncle, my child that lives with, I don't know, my grandparents or my parents. Grandparents can come. Grandparents and great-grandparents, because some families will have them. It's okay, all right? But you have to make sure, if they have everything already, and then you give money. We don't want to lose money for people to do bad things, right? Okay? And and we are not also going to give vans or things like that. If they show everything, let's do like that. If they show everything, they come inside for that, if it's grandparents, right? No. If they show everything, yes, and then we can give them money to pick up that person that is missing, such as parents, grandparents, or a teen, right? Okay, so you get all these documentations. If needed, yes, you have some. Don't give too much. Will be just for them to really get the bus. Where she lives, where he lives. Okay, let's talk to her. Does she has a phone? You call, those people outside, call. Oh, she's doing okay. Did you already talk to her? Or will be a surprise. You have to talk to her. Oh, she has no phone. Okay, you have to go in person. Just give enough for that. They figure out the other way to do any other detail. Okay? So, which documents we will need? So, you already said that. Okay, that's the tests they need, right? To learn the basic. Because then they're going to focus at home and get it done, okay? All right. So they have to pass those two tests with the exception of natives that never have contact with computer. Make no sense for us to be insisting too much. They have just to learn the basics. That will be fine. It will be too much for them at once, right? Okay. All right. The vaccines also. The vaccines they will take, children, teens. Which ones are the most important? Most important. Which ones? Because some people have none. Where they're going to. Remember I said they have to focus on where they're going to. Because where they live, they're already sick or they're already fine, right? But where they're going to live, it's cholera there, malaria, yellow fever, or none of those. That's where they're going to, okay? That's the main focus for vaccines. All right, so they get that. All right, we are going to have a vaccine card. That's a printing paper, simple, we're gonna call card, but every vaccine they take, they're gonna have a date, because doctors cannot have mistakes. So doctors cannot, they have to stay until the end, because they're responsible for what they're doing, right? They're responsible. They cannot leave, surgeons cannot leave, all this very important, and dental. This for people, so male, female doctors, the surgeons, right? They cannot leave. They're responsible for what they're doing. They cannot give too many vaccines at once. If people need to wait 2 weeks or even 4 weeks, but take the vaccines properly, 4 is too much. They take 2, and then when they arrive at the new location, they take the others. But they have to sign. We need proper paperwork. So our vaccines gonna have all these details, all right? The date, the time, the company that offer, because each country might have different opportunities. Okay, so here they have their bag, right? The small Ziploc bag with the schedule, and will be flipped. So both sides of the bag, they don't take it out. Only the secretaries are scheduling. If convenient, these people will be scheduling everything for everyone, okay? All right, and here, when people go, they finish everyone. When people go, they finish everyone. All the tests here and here, they finish everything, okay? And for dental care, It's everything on the right side, everything on the left side, okay? And get it done the most as possible, so you can really finish that week. People that already finished by Thursday, they don't have to come back anymore, right? Or they come back only for those English classes, so they are really strong. Yeah, we keep them going. Everyone needs to come until Friday evening here, until mandatory. Okay, Saturday will only come those that need to complete something. I think that's reasonable. Okay? All right? Because we need to keep going. All right? Keep going. Okay, so what else I can say? So we'll be university teachers, university students, dog. If they're really good, if they don't have too much hair, right? If they have the scanning, and they don't have earplugs, all these we have because we want to help dogs, but they need their vaccines, they need to be healthy. Dogs that are too sick, scabies, they cannot run, they will be put down on that trailer, right? Authorization for everything, the same way for humans. I authorize to put my dog, so it's gonna have an estimate for the age, gonna have a picture attached to it, right? Everything, okay? All right? Things online, everything, my friends, online on paper, pictures taken. So, people, it is forbidden to bring dogs inside, right? Inside the work area, because that's adult health, okay? They bring early in the morning or late in the afternoon. They can have a schedule, right? Or if they're put to sleep, that's fine. If they already have all their paperwork, they can bring at any time here, or even for appointments, even while they're waiting for that week. They are not called yet to come inside, because we're going to call the ones that are most ready, right? So they can already come and already treat their dogs, already put them to sleep, whichever is the need, because dogs need to run. So it's about 10 years old or so, right? Because some dogs or these places, they cannot last for now until 14 years old. The ones that will be approved then is up to 14 years old, because they're going to be running, going to be taking sun, they're going to be healthy. But now, up to more or less 10 years old and no more. Okay, because they're not eating healthy. If they're in this condition, imagine their dogs. Okay, we know that people sometimes don't eat healthy themselves and buy good food for their dogs. We know that too, but that's something else. Okay, so we are doing 6:40. So here's an improvement. 6:40 people need to arrive there. And when they leave, everyone always gonna leave at the same time. So let's say 6:10 all the time, everyone. Okay, so they close, right? They close. I think the best is to stop attending 10 to 6, and then they have a few minutes to organize any paper. 5 to 6, they close their trailer, and then they wait outside. They can run these few minutes. So everyone will go 6:10. Now let's do 6 o'clock. Yeah. So arrival. This is arrival. 6:40. We can do that to prepare the breakfast, and groups keep running before they go to work, because they didn't have time to run at home. It'll be dark, right? So they run here. So 6:40 they are here. 7 o'clock breakfast is ready, and they already ran, or they start working. They're ready at the positions. To leave, I think it's reasonable. Let's think 6 o'clock. Let's put 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, because it's dangerous. If it's dangerous, we're gonna set up different times, okay? But if it's not dangerous, then it's okay. All right, so 6 o'clock, the bus comes, pick them up. They wait inside, so they're gonna close their trailer. Everyone that works here gonna wait inside. All this is already closed. The folding chairs already put inside the trailers. everything is already locked. The AC needs to be towards where people see all the time and not towards the outside. You see this trailer here? So people won't be messing around, with it, putting bad chemicals or so. And this AC needs to be this side, okay? All right? These trailers will be sideways so we don't block too much of a view here. You see this corner? We don't see much often. So people need to be walking all the time, make sure nobody's there doing anything wrong. All the trailers everywhere, they have AC at the front, the wall AC, or the side. Never on the back, never on the back. So people won't put, these sleeping things, some chemicals of any type, because here we have only the 2 meters tall wall. So never AC on the back, always on the side, because we're going to be having people just to be walking and make sure nobody stands here, or they're going to be really, I think that's the best. They are going to be together and the AC is always on the front by the windows. Okay, so the other thing is that you see this Ziploc bag here? This Ziploc bag have the documents they are going to do inside, including the drawings for the little one, including the 2 essays, right? All those things already talked before, they're going to do inside and has to be neat and organized. They have to figure out a way. What you can give for them to do at home, it's some calligraphy, pages, not books, complete books. No, give 2 pages for each. They're going to be practicing on the top of each over and over and over. Just tell them, right? So they're going to practice calligraphy at home. So 2 pages for each person. Everyone 8 years old and older. Little than that, up to 7, does not need. Okay? They're going to be doing drawings. And they can do some sentences. So all that. For the families that are already approved, you're going to have pages. The classes here, that they're going to have some classes. You're going to have pages, neat pages. Remember a long time ago a video I made, So they're going to have some, the drawings, those essays, they keep here. You don't want to bring them home because home they're busy, they have to clean their house, they have to empty their house, they have a lot to do at home. But for the calligraphy is worth it, and for some flashcards, with English words, that's okay. Some small printouts, a little bit at the time, right? Okay, they can do that. And most, my friends, they're going to learn with games. If they learn how to say it, they easily will learn how to write them, okay? And which families come first? Families that know how to read, how to write, those, because, they're going to get ready, and those with older teens, no babies. Babies, you can start doing their paperwork here. Yes, you can. But the first group of families going actually to the PCDs are those with teens and adults that know how to read, they know how to write, they pass on the level 1, okay? And they're already gonna sign up which area they want, So I think we need one more trailer. I don't think that's enough. No, can be the school. Because they don't need, the trailer is the same, but they have a separate table here, okay? They do games, but they have, so let's say like that, okay? So this table is in charge of English 1. So people are going to be sitting outside of the trailer. English 1, with what? With games, testing, games, testing, games, testing, right? You keep giving the same test to them over and over until you see they're good to come to the computer. And as soon as, they have 2 days here, so you can try because it's important. They also going to have classes and testing. So they have outside tables here as well to explain, to show a few things before they go inside. And here, you're going to have the professional. What What they're gonna be? They're gonna be a team leader or a team helper. Okay, so team leader or team helper, what they're going to be. So they have to sign, so one day they're doing this, and they're doing after, when they finish the English 1, they can come here for information, but then they're gonna have proper classes. Where class is gonna be? Right here, the same to this area, not that one. That one is for people that are learning how to be healthy. They're going to be having games on how to wash your hands. Wash, wash, wash your hands. Count 20 times. And very simple songs for them to repeat over and over and over. Wash, wash, wash your beds. Sheets and pillowcases. Sheets and pillowcases. Things like that. And every, all these trailers gonna have the screens. All these trailers gonna have 2 sets of chairs facing the screen. Because here we're gonna have people, security guards, everyone will be making sure nobody get hurt, okay, on the back here, because people are gonna be facing the screen times. Okay, so here they already sign up. So what's gonna happen? If they are a builder, they know how to work well with bricks, for example, or they're a plumber, they're electrician, how good they are, how much it is according to their knowledge, and where they're gonna go after talking. You talk and send them for testing. Talk and send them for testing. Because if they are a regular electrician, most likely they easily will learn how to be a solar panel electrician and install our own things, right? Instead of getting someone, depends their age, depends of their interest, because some people, they can learn from basics. Like young people, they're fast, right? Or those that are studying for a long time, such in slums. Some people in slums, they go to school, they work, they do everything. They have drugs there, drug dealers, but they still have regular life, okay? And for those that already go to school, most likely they're gonna learn fast, okay? So they decide, whichever you're gonna use the old profession or not. They're gonna be leaders or helpers. And here gonna be testing. Everyone gonna do testing for as a helper. If they have really great scores, you're gonna think, all right, do you want to try to be a leader? Testing. Okay? All right? Because everyone that will be going first needs to pass this area. That's a very, very important area. You see here? Okay? We cannot send moms with a bunch of babies. What are they going to do there? We need strong people, get up early, be at hotels until we have those fans going, right? They need to be in hotels with proper AC and windows closed. If they are in an area with malaria, yellow fever, we need proper hotels. They are families. They are families. Would you bring your family to a bad hotel? No. So we have to do things properly, okay? So they're going to stay. Remember we talked about the village? So they're going to stay at that village school or that village gymnasium, or that village cafeteria, whichever it is. They're healthy. They are fast. So needs to be first. Only people with older children, I think I put 8 years old and older, okay? Because at those locations, at the village where they're going to be sleeping or the hotel, we're still going to have the teachers already there, right? Teaching these older children, 8 years old and above. Okay, those that pass those leader, they're the first one, the first bus that comes on every Monday or Tuesday. Let's say we can even go every day, depending on how fast, because some places going to be really fast because they already have some things, they already took some shots, they already can prove everything, and some other groups need more time. So they're here. Those that are leaders, they have 2 leaders in the family. Oh, they're already gone, right? You need 2 leaders. So both parents, the father and the mother, both parents need to pass on those things. Okay, so you see that couple is doing really great. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna get their teens and the grandparents and get them going. Say, look, the thing is like this. The parents, your parents, doing really great. They are going a first bus if you also cooperate. What you can do, and you're gonna see, according to their ability, according to their interest, what they're gonna do. So, for example, those 2 gonna work on a construction because they are married, they have to be together. If they have grandfather and grandmother, they have to work together as well. But if it's only one, it will be the same as the teen. Look, the options are these. What you're going to do? You're going to teach English. You're going to be at the village or the hotel and teach English. Or you're going to be, cleaning. You're going to be cooking. What you're going to do? And you're going to get them for the things you need the most over there. Because some teens, they can even drive, we are not doing teens, young teens, but older teens, 18 and 19, if they seem responsible, if they're already doing high school with great scores, if you see they're really polite, if you see they are really good, with good practice, they have good reference, because we can give even tractors for them, because tractors they come back. To tractors, I mean, not to pull the trees. These need more professional, but they can start as compacting the soil. They can do it, yes. People gonna be doing there, right? Gonna be see what they're doing. So these teens and grandparents, older teens, 18 and 19, all right? Or we can also put 21 years old and older. Yeah, not 18, 19, sorry, I think. Depends, some teens are really responsible. My friends, I started working, I was 15 years old. That's a long time ago. I had many, many children in my care. My class, everyone loves me, my teachers of the school love me, the parents love me, my students love me, I love them, and I was really responsible, on time, I was really, really good. So 18 and 19 years old is okay, all right? For them to do what? Help their parents? Oh yes, or they don't work alone. No. They don't work alone. If their parents working in tractors, they're gonna work in tractors. Yes, families always work together. You get the whole family to work on that area, right? If it's electrician, if plumbing. Okay, yeah, no different areas. And then you have another whole family gonna be teachers at this village. You get families working together. Yeah, never leave them separate. Yeah, so you cannot have the couple going to construction, have them behind at the hotel, not having that. The whole family goes to the construction, or the whole family stay at the village, okay? Or the nearby village or city. Okay, all right, so we're doing that. They pass to everything. They pass to that. They complete their documentation here. Okay. They complete their documentation here, and then they're ready to go the following bus. Okay, so here already explain. Here's 6:40. Yes, we're doing 6:40, and 6 sharp they leave. Oh, sorry, here's arrival. Yeah, okay. 6:40, they arrive. 7 a.m. they open. Okay, 7 a.m. they open. And what else? Yeah, 6 p.m. they leave. They leave because they also need to rest, have to clean their homes, they have a lot to do, and go to bed early, my friends. Go to bed early. 9 o'clock, go to bed. Most of these first weeks, because then your immune system gonna be good, right? You have plenty of time to rest, talk to your spouse, 9 or 10. Go to bed so you can get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. All right? If you have food at home already, eat your salad, your breakfast at home, and not at this location, because imagine 100 people working here, more or less, 80, 100, right? Because we need a lot of people to be responsible for all these things. It's going to be really a lot, about 80 to 100 adults working there every single day. So what you're going to do? You are going to, you have to talk to them every day before, after dinner. How you doing? Because your children, teens, are not here with you. They are at the school. And at the school, you have to make an agreement, sign a paper that they're going to open every day until you're there, about 6:25, and every Saturday until 6:25. You need volunteers that have fingerprint, that have everything at those schools. You need to sign a paper. For you to volunteer at all those trailers, you need to have an agreement with your own school, or a paper that you have grandparents that you really trust and gonna pick them up 5 p.m., not 6. Why 5 p.m.? Because all the South Hemisphere, it's in winter time right now, so they get dark pretty soon, okay? So for us to be safe, no uncles, no aunts picking them up. No, they're safe at the school. If grandparents that live with you or really your neighbor, that's okay. But grandparents are not bringing them to their house for you to come home and pick up, because nobody gonna have family cars if they're really your neighbor. So you need this grandparents paperwork, really sign, prove everything, where they live, how they live. It's gonna be a proper letter, or just the school paper. That's the safest, is a proper school paper. You pick them up. You know what? To be 100% safe, because if you have grandparents, they come and help you. Yeah, take this out. No grandparents. Because it's going to be too much to check if they're really your neighbor or the same neighborhood. If, we don't want any problem. Some grandparents are really old, and if they have a health problem, or if they forget, no grandparents, forbidden grandparents, need to be a school contract. They're going to be open every day until you arrive, and you can put until 6:40, because all our buses are going to be new. Forbidden to have old buses bringing those workers in and out, bringing people to the airport or to these new cities, right? These villages where they're going to host them. Forbidden to have old buses. We have regular buses that we can disinfect the seats, not those travel buses, regular plastic seat buses. So it's mandatory to have an agreement. Gonna be until about 6:40, right? Because it cannot be too far away. You're gonna have a school that is close to this area. Not too close, because might be even dangerous, but in a reasonable way, 40 minutes you're there. So everyone leave at 6 o'clock sharp. And include Saturday. Now it's a better, okay? Include a Saturday. Yes, because I work Saturday for years. We can do that, okay? Until the 20th week. Shall we do that? Until the 20th week, and then we do only till Friday. Okay, so here. Until the 20th week, we work Saturday as well. All right? I think that's really reasonable, because there are families, my friends. We're all families of this planet Earth. We are all citizens of this planet work. We have to work and keep going so they can be ready to build their homes. Many people don't have a house, right? Proper house. Okay. All right, so here they are. Now, another paperwork here that you have to ask them, right, is the You're gonna help them afterwards. But the last one is the one email. You're gonna help them because many don't have scanning machines and things like that. So you see this place here? They have a machine. They're gonna learn how to scan, right? And you're gonna be free for now, right? They're gonna learn how to use an email. They're gonna have some classes here. They need to know how to use an email before they go. It's very important. You need this going. Okay, all right, so you're gonna teach the basics here. They also have screen. They have, for example, here they have 2 different screens. No, they don't have 2 because it's gonna be loud. They have one screen, but different subjects. It's like the school. You see the school that they have 2 tables outside, right? So they're gonna give some information, 1 hour this information, 1 hour the profession information, 1 hour the English information, 1 hour profession information. So everyone that is, they are waiting to go somewhere, they are here, they're learning, they're here, they're learning, they're here, they're learning, because they have to pass in all those tests. Yes, basic hygiene, security for women, I'm gonna talk in a minute, kindness for men, how to be kind to their spouses, their girls, right? Limits, our code of conduct and everything else. So they have to pass the test for all these things. Basic food preparation, basic teeth brushing. Where's the dental? Okay? How to take a shower, how to brush your teeth. So they're gonna have all these videos on and on. Okay? So the videos keep repeating. So if it's for male, for female, they're gonna keep repeating over and over. All right? Okay. So you're gonna see their expertise in all the ways. All right. Okay. They need reference. So here, reference, ladder. All right. So four neighbors and friends, and I think 2 from work. Reference ladder from school. Yeah, we need for all those, here's people, right? For everyone. Who is going to school? Who got a ladder? Teachers sign with always 2 different signatures from the school. So if the teacher is signing, who's going to support that signature? The principal. The principal. Okay, make sure those first families are really, really good. If they are bringing, say, do you have a principal? Okay, go back and get the signature from the principal, not from the secretary, right? The principal is the main person, not the secretary. If it's a letter from the teacher, if it's a letter from the office saying how long that student has been there, then it's okay. All right? Okay? You get that the letter from the office, then is the office and the principal. Always ask for that principal letter. Already talk to them. Go to those schools. Say, look, we are an organization. We are from the Clean Water and Peace Organization. We are helping those families to have a new house, have help with health and guidance. So we have some students here and some moms right here, and they're gonna miss some days of school. So I'm already telling, talk to the principal. Ask the principal to sign a paper, all those topics in bullets, the letter, the topics that you already talked to that principal. Bring the letter ready and have here the signature, you, your spouse, the principal, and the secretary, that both of them heard, or vice principal. They heard your explanation for all those basic items that I just told you here now. Okay? All right, get that signature. So before signatures and 2 stamps of the school. Okay? Make sure you're well. All right, so they're gonna miss. We're starting our work, so you put here starting on this day. You can also guide, we're located at this address. You can also invite your families, whichever way they have. If it's a refugee, they speak in person, or if it's, slums, they might already have an email list, send information, we are doing this and that, and already have a program. All right, so here you're going to give 2 information to them already. So for this first 8 weeks, and then you're going to say it's for families that have teens, complete families, and teens. This following 8 weeks, we are already going to continue to accept families with teens and older children. And you already explained to her why. So nobody going to be mad. All right, have that. Because some locations, they need to be really healthy to help with construction. Okay? And then at those 2 videos here, gonna give you details. So they're aware. They have to learn because what they have on the area they're going. They might go to different locations. So you're already gonna explain those videos. You might go to a place that have yellow fever and malaria. You might go to a location that have what? Dengue and cholera. I don't know, I'm just giving examples. All those informative videos gonna be placed at these 2 places here. And families can play a little bit, not too much. It's just for them to have an idea what they're gonna have inside. A few words, so like I said, 2 months of the week, 2 months of the year, the numbers until 10. Let's see who can learn. Jump rope, no jump rope's not safe. You can do jump rope here. Here it's okay, because they're gonna be really good because they want to go. But not here. Here no balls, because we're gonna disinfect balls, just games, circle games, hold hands, or 2 lines and one go to another, simple songs, like, those games you have 2 lines about 10 meters apart from each other, so you have those families, right, in lines, whichever, 2 or 4 families at the time. So the person go and touch the hand and come back. Simple songs, games like that, and circle games. All right, circle games always going this way. No, sometimes you can go the other way around. And here gonna build the basic information. They have to enter here. They need to do which videos you watch. So it's a table here. Gonna be talking to them. They sit down. The parents, like 6 chairs around, right? The little ones can sit on parents' lap or stand up. I think that's really good. Okay, so this letter to the local school principals. Gonna be these basic items. Okay? You also want to inform the local police. You need to inform. And you invite them to be there. 2 cars, 2 police cars, for them to have an idea about our work. It's important. Don't do anything a surprise. Plan ahead. So to start, you need all the schools from that area, the principals, right? And you have to make sure the teachers know as well, as to have the teachers gonna sign a paper. They are aware of this program. So it's 2 different letters. One is for the school principal, one is for the school. 2 different meetings. So meeting number 1, meeting number 2. We're helping this, and that. You're going to explain to the teacher so they can support your work instead of being against. All right? You're going to support. And you're going to have how many meetings is necessary? Up to 4. Because teachers work at different hours. In some countries, they work only in the morning. Some in afternoon, they have another complete set of other teachers. And some countries, they work the whole day, right? Like United States, they start 7, 8, and they work for 8 hours. They work for the whole day. Okay, and students as well. Some countries, they stay for the whole day. Some countries, a complete other group of children go in the afternoon. Okay, all right. So you talk to the police, and you have to talk to the local mayor, whichever it is. the previous local mail. Look, we're doing this and that, so I just want to inform you, okay, this and that. All right? If the sanitation, local sanitation group comes, it's fine, they can come. If they want to come, when they arrive, needs to be everything perfectly clean, people need to be, so you have to guide those families to do things really properly, sanitize outside each bathroom so we avoid using water everywhere and having pipes everywhere. We're gonna have here the pipe for the shower, so it's a septic tank right here, right? All the bathrooms gonna be washed daily, really well washed at the end of the day. These people can help, really washed well, and they're gonna be picked up, over and over. They need to have lid, as I said, they need to have a proper lid. So all the food, everything perfectly clean. So if they come, you're not going to call and invite them to come. But if they come, everything is perfect. If the health department comes, if the sanitation, because in some countries you have completely separate for the food and for the health. So you have everything well organized, you have everything, all the files, sanitizers all over, everything really organized. The trailer is going to have the sanitizers placed at the wall. The family come in, the family leaves, sanitizer right there, and motivate them to use, to avoid those spread. Even that's chemical, nobody gonna die. They're gonna use a lot of cilantro here. No one gonna die because they have that sanitize on their hand, right? Okay, and make sure to keep guiding. Look, sanitizer cannot dry before 20 seconds. They need to be enough, 20 rubbings, or 30. Let's do 30 rubbings. 30 rubs, have to rub 30 times this, okay, before it dries out. Get more than. If you rub just 5 times, does not help. If you just put in your hand, does not help, does not kill germs. So all these videos and the office ladies inside, outside, make sure you sanitize your hand, okay, before you go to those computers. Because we cannot use too much chemical on those computers. They have to sanitize their hand before they go to those computers, okay? All right, so we have a small septic tank here. Get proper authorization from the city, and we need one here, guys, to avoid pipes. I think it's worth it. One here for the clinic, right, bathroom, and for the urine test and so on. I think we need, right? I'm not sure right now, but this we need for sure because we're gonna have showers, right? Yes, we need one here because gonna be the trailer gonna have these bathrooms that I just mentioned a video yesterday. For the urine test, right, for the urine test right here. And it's forbidden to put tampons every bathroom, even those that are called like construction toilets, right? I forgot the name right now. They need the side for napkins, right? For the hygiene, we think. Oh no, because those they bring away. So every Saturday they bring, the end of the day, they already bring the new toilets, empty out every week, have proper paperwork. They're dropping off. You're gonna inspect, they're 100% clean. Okay, they look 100% clean, but you are going to sanitize them. So when Saturday in the evening, about 4 o'clock or so afternoon, when they bring the new ones, you're going to inspect them. And when they take the old ones, they took, right? Okay. Before you close every single day, including that Saturday, very clean one arrived, you're going to disinfect them with spray, 100% rubbing alcohol. Make sure it's really clean, okay? Make sure it's really clean and disinfect it. Lift the lid, leave the seat and disinfect all these three parts, the back, the walls, disinfect completely. Always have this very long with neck mask. Okay, mask that's completely going until your neck. It's a little tight on the neck. Not really tight, but just a little bit. Because we have to be 100% safe. 100% smart and 100% safe. That's how we're going to do. Okay? All right, so let me just say a few more words. So, you went to the mayor, right? The mayor, already talked to the mayor. Yes, talk to the mayor. Say, we from the university, this and that, want to set an appointment, get the mayor. The mayor, you're going to get the signature from the mayor that he heard about this, the same as the topics for the principal. You see those topics here? The same. You're going to get those topics, talk to the police, what you're doing there, talk to the mayor and ask them to sign. Talk to the police, ask them to sign. You're going to ask 2 police cars to be there with you. Because, my friend, you don't know. People might not be happy because they have young children, want to go first, and they didn't listen why we want older people first. So you have a police car right here. Okay, let me do in red. You have a police car right here. You have their support. And you have a police car right here. All the time, every single day, you have those police cars. Make sure you have a schedule, a police schedule. You already called them ahead. Who is coming next week? What's the tag number? And what's the 2 police officers to be there? One always inside and one always outside. You don't leave the police car and go talk, have fun, go eat inside. They have their sandwich, their food from their own house. Every 2 weeks ahead, 4 weeks. Let's do always 4 weeks ahead. Who is coming? This person. What's the tag of the car? This tag. Is the car new? Because we need new cars. We can't have old cars with old tires. Okay? That's very important. And then what you do, every Friday, because Saturday some of them don't work, every Friday you're going to check. I want to check who is the person, who is the sergeant, who is the main police officer. They're going to confirm. Are those names confirmed? Every day from Monday to Friday will be that same police people. On the following week, they can change. But you need consistency. And one always inside the car. Always inside the car. They can put the car, because some countries, they don't have AC. And it's quite hot. Some cities, some countries. Not countries, I cannot generate. Like in Brazil. Oh, yeah, they have SUVs with AC and everything. Some places, some other places, they don't have nothing. They have a little radio, they don't have AC, they don't have, okay? So this is very important, right? Okay? Because if anyone wants to mess up here, you have the support of the police, okay? They always have their back towards the wall. So their car go all the way, and they're ready, looking forward in case they need to chase anyone, or in case they need to get anyone for 24 hours to go to the jail for causing problems. You have those 2 police cars there all the time. Now, the other thing is that for police cars, all right, first you're going to see who is in charge of this area you're going to be. Is the county police or is the city police? That's another thing. It's very important for you to know. Who is in charge of the area you're going to be? So you won't make an agreement with the wrong police. Okay? And you have to make sure the land you're staying, in case of slums, it's really one or the other. And you're going to have a document from one or a document from another. This property located, the address, this and that is part of the city police or the county police, right? This and that with the address, this and that, okay? They sign always what? Already get 4 originals for each. They're gonna keep one, you keep one. One will be part of the city office and one will be part of the university, because it's the university doing that. They keep an original. And then the others are already said. Okay? One will be for the city office, so the university is gonna keep 2 during these 28 weeks. And afterwards they get 1. No, after no, they already start putting everything on their file. So all important documents, such as the principal, what did I say before? Oops, sorry, mess up. Here, the principal paperwork, the teachers that signed this letter, the police, the proper police, the mayor document, always 4 originals for each. 4 originals, 4 originals, and 4 originals. Okay? Have meetings with the parents. All right, which parents came? That's important. Who is interested? Okay, print some paper for the kids to bring home. We're doing this and that. For this first week, we are accepting only families, complete families with teens, because they're going to be working the construction. You already explained. And we don't want anybody to get disease, that area might have, and then you already say, might have dengue or malaria, whichever, okay? All right? Don't give details, but you're gonna say those new areas might have this and that because it's tropical and subtropical countries, okay? All right, so you get all 4 originals for each place you go, including the police that is not the police you need. Okay, this address, this and that does not belong to my area. You need this statement. And for this police over here, what you're gonna get? You're gonna get, yes, this area does belong to my area. They have cars. You need to have them cars. You have to find a way to have them cars. Okay? So the first 4 weeks, the police needs to bring their own food. After 4 weeks, you have an idea. Okay, you can bring a meal for them to eat inside their car. They cannot be walking around here. We need them 100%, 2 people here, 2 people here inside their car. If one goes outside and run, they're gonna run right here. They do jumping jacks, whichever they do, right here, 2 meters away from their own car. And one always inside, hearing the radio, always ready to get out, drive out. Okay, the other, they cannot be walking around, because if this car needs to get anyone for 24 hours, because that's the agreement we're going to have for them. Anyone, and the video is going to say that they're going to stay in jail for 24 hours. If they have food, they have. If they don't, they don't. That's their problem, not ours. But you have, this police here need to make an agreement. For anyone causing problems, they're going to go to jail for 24 hours. Because it's not our objective to hurt anyone. But we need to make sure they are getting their attention. Consequences. So you're already on this video shown here, people that people that will cause problems will be taken out. Okay? All right. Okay. And then you have the agreement, where they're going, where they're going. All right, because after some time, we're not even going to have jail anymore. But where they're going, okay? So you keep showing these videos. All right, you keep showing these videos. Okay, so you got that, you get also authorization. I don't know if you need authorization, because some places, depending the country, right? As soon as you rent, you need to have a documentation. So you need the rental, the area, authorization. Being rental or given. So you need 4 originals of this document for this whole area. So if it's a refugee camp, who is in charge of that refugee camp? Is the state, is the country, is an organization? Who is in charge of that refugee? Oh, sorry, here. Who is in charge? You need 4 originals for this area. What you're gonna do? It's a rental close to a slum, or it's an authorization given by that people in charge of that refugee. Might be an organization. Maybe not. Maybe it's the country. Maybe they work together, give them food together, give them things together. You're gonna need 4 for the organization and 4 originals from the country. You need to make sure you have all documentation. All those professionals here, the doctor here, the doctor here, the surgeons here, need to have what? Proper license. They can have helpers, students. But the main people is proper doctors. Okay, proper doctors. What you gonna do? 4, you need 4 originals for all those professionals. Everyone. 4 originals. Okay? This police car, they also need to be there. You know, the whole day, because they can work out right there. All right, they say they don't have cars. They say they don't have police. What you gonna do? We're gonna have our own. We're gonna have our own. Buy the car, pay police people, right? They're gonna be from the universe, people that you know. They're gonna have a different uniform, done. We're gonna have our own car because 28 weeks a lot. Some refugee camps, some slums have millions of people, my friends. Yes, that's right, millions. So if you finish one slum, you're going to get the whole thing and bring to another during the following months, for example, until we finish all the slums. We're going to have a few sets, of course. I'm just saying the same set can be good for 2 different slums, for 2 different refugee camps, for 2 different tribes. Okay? For 2 different, in cold areas is different because they already can go to schools, other places you already have, can set this up, you know. Yeah, but you're gonna need everything. Some places you don't need police because you know they're friendly. Police is most likely for slums, I don't know, maybe refugee camps. They might be upset. Oh, why those families can go and I cannot? Okay, so these videos here are very, very important. And remember the little table. They have to answer all the questions about those videos, so they are sure to understand. Keep showing the videos, keep showing the videos. Oh, you ready for testing? Okay, get those few families, you know, standing up or sit down. I think we're gonna need 2 trailers. Yes, my friend. So here we have the haircut, right? And here on the side, you have another one here. Yeah, we're gonna need 4 trailers outside just for this testing. Trailers are said that, yeah, proper trailers. We don't need buses because if someone come and take it out, it's not good, right? They're gonna see that they can drive, so we don't want proper trailers and without the cabin of the truck. So we need 2 trailers here, 2 trailers here. So this is still the vet, and here it's for this basic testing. It's outside testing. So they have some tables, some chairs, and some people can stand up. So they first go over all the questions orally. What's this, and that? And then they answer together. What's this, and that? So you have like 20 first question, then 20 second questions, 20 third questions, 20 fourth questions. They're really good. You see they're really good. Okay, give paper to everyone. They sit on those tables. They do this first testing right here. You know how to read and write. Okay, so all the first things outside. Okay, so we have 4 trailers outside. those 2 police cars all the time. If they don't offer, we just have to purchase our own. Get a donation, go to dealers, get a donation of those cars with what? 4 originals for each car. Okay? If you get one from one dealer, you got the other one donated by someone. And need to be good cars, not these old tiny cars. Need to be good cars, like SUVs with good wheels, right? Because some places they really might be needed. And you're gonna get donation from everything as possible. Okay, so those trailers, they are rental. They are donated for 20 weeks. For the least is 20 weeks. That's the minimum trailer rental. Okay, so you're gonna contact those trailer companies. All right, we need those amount of trailers. How many you can give us? And then you can even ask everyone from your own state, everyone from the side state. How many you can give? Least 20 months, the least. Because those places, as I said, they're really huge. All right, and as soon as you get everyone from that slum, that refugee, if you nobody else to go to, you return them early. And then what you need? 4 originals of return. 4 originals of return. For everything you do, that's how you're going to do it, okay? All right, my friends, you're doing really great. And we go to the next page. For every single thing, pick them up, got donated, or pay for them. 4 documents. For every company. Might be 4 different companies. Least 20 weeks. The least. Let's put 28. Let's put 28 because then you're sure if you finish ahead and you can help someone else that didn't finish their work. And if you finish the whole area, that whole state, for example, and then you return them earlier. Okay? All right? Yeah. All of them 28 weeks. All right? 28 weeks. Finish early. Get the other set of 4 originals, 4 originals, 4 originals. We are returning this on that. We did check outside. There's no marks of anything. When you're picking them up, the same way. Look, this trailer number this. Do have marks here and there. AC is working, AC is not working. They have AC, they don't have AC. They have a fan, they don't have a fan. We authorize to put fans because all these places need fan. Small fans because they see they have usually it's a small unit. You need AC to be circulating the air, right? And the most as possible open. But for surgeries, you can't do surgeries with mosquito coming in or if it's too hot, everybody's really hot. Cannot have that. You need AC at the computers. So the computers won't break down, right? They will keep working. You need AC at the male and female because you cannot have windows open to avoid anyone to look. You need AC at the surgery. You need AC at the documents. You need AC to all of them. Even for the food, dry food, make sure they're not humid, no mosquitoes. Okay? So you need AC and light. They have a light, they don't. They have a fan, they don't. And some of them need bathroom, as I already said. Here you need bathroom, okay? All right. And then you're going to have the companies for bathroom, exactly the same. Pick up agreement, how much you can donate for 28 weeks, and then return every week. You're going to sign. This paper going to be the toilets. Are going to be a little different because every week they have to bring them out and bring them empty. You have to check when they arrive. Are they really empty? Are they really empty? Or comes a truck and you open this big gate here and suck the toilet bed things. So what time they're coming? So every Saturday. What time? So they work Saturday evening because they don't. All right, so on Saturdays, you're going to start, for example, they have to come before you open. So Saturdays, if you open at 7, or will be better for them to come and empty them out every Friday? Because instead of bringing the toilets in and out, they come with their truck, so they're gonna drive around here and empty all toilets with a suckers, like like they suck the poo and they put chemicals. But what you're gonna do? You're gonna do your own chemicals soon after. Soon as they're dry, you go there with your own rubbing alcohol. Leave the door open. All the doors gonna have a way they can be open. Maybe a little latch on the top, like the door stopper. You're gonna have that on the top. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. Just gonna finish this page. Make sure we went over everything. So they do not have, they're real trailers. Oh, these are real trailers. They are not buses. They are not buses, because buses have a wheel, have a steering. We don't want anybody to drive them around town for any reason. So it will be one less work to do. And this gate here, the big gate, is right beside the small gate. They be locked all the time. This is a very small gate, and this will be locked all the time. Okay? Who comes in? The trailers to set up, and this toilet sucker. This toilet sucker. That's it. I don't see anybody else. Oh yeah, maybe for the food. No. The food they drop off right here. You put on your own carts, and the little cart bring more dry food. But hopefully just the least as possible to avoid movement. What time they come? They come early in the morning, 6:40, before you have people this toilet, and drop off for more cereal, more grains, more seeds, whichever they need, or more paper, more things. Because some things you just bring on your own hands, your own bags from the university. And you need people with a group in charge only of drop-offs and pick-ups. Okay? One group, some security people, just to make sure which days they come, that they can come at 6:40 or not, so you organize. They cannot have people here doing those things. So set up for 6:40, drop-offs and pickups. Okay? All right. So you close the gate. These people in charge of this gate, locked. All right? So we are doing really good. Always for originals for everything, even for reports. All these teams need to do their reports. Today we attended that amount of people. Today we attended that amount of people. Today we go, how many were clear? So you're going to have a chart. We're going to make the proper chart. Today we cleared that amount of people. And you're going to say, this amount of people is still coming. All right, is still attending or something like that. So we're going to have charts for everyone to fill a few sentences, online and on paper, online and on paper. Yes. So they have to send someone. That secretary is the last family. The secretary does not need to be there anymore, right? Because they have plenty of other doctors and their spouses already attending those last families. So those people, they come here to the computers and they have to make the report, a few sentences, online, and submit to the proper location, right? Okay, so, and the paper, where they give their paper? They give their paper here before they go home every day. The documents, here, where is it, the documents? The documents, okay? And remember, we have 2 security guards, one on the back to make sure, they also look online, also view. They look online, look by the window. They look online, look by the window. They always check their cameras. They have to check their cameras, make sure all the cameras arrive. While people are setting up, organizing, they're going to check their cameras. Okay, end of the day, every day, end of the day, or every day in the morning, they have to make sure the cameras are working, including those cameras here on the top and on the bottom. All right, and here the front, we also, first is the shower, right? To be really close. Oh, sorry, here is the shower. So here we also have another, if it's needed, because some people might be really friendly just in rural areas that we're not going to consider. No, we're not doing rural areas. The bus go pick them up and bring to the city. Oh yeah, that's another thing I have to talk. Okay, so those trailers gonna be more in refugee camps, slums, and in cities close to natives. That's gonna be a lot. All right, let me see. I talk about everything. Okay. So, for people from rural areas that are not approved, and also for nomads and for hermit people, right? We have to invite them as well. But how that going to be done? So we can go talk to them and tell them which day the bus going to come. They have to be ready to leave on that day. So you give them 2 days notice or so. They have to clean up their homes. And here's well, here they have the 2 days clean their homes. They have to leave their homes empty. Okay, they need, if it's a slum, they need to give authorization for the house demolition. We're gonna have a group for slums that's just gonna check on street after street. All residents gave that paper because this is for them to sign up. But we have a group of people just checking on a map the roads, and how many houses. They're gonna have a proper map. Okay, so this house, so they get one street at the time, all the houses from both sides. Okay, this already gave their paper. This to demolish this house, and then this. You're gonna have all the families. You don't tell them, but you're gonna have all those records. All right, so they have house demolition. If it's in refugee camps, they have the tent already taken out. They give back to the organization, because some tents are really good, some refugee, and some tents are really trash, right? But they already gave to the proper location. They gave back to the organization. They fold them nicely, whichever it is, if it's trash or if they're really good, the organization gonna decide what to do with them. Okay? All right. Also for the slums, for the refugee camps, you also need authorization to be inside, because some have millions of people, as I said. So it might have one, so let's say, I didn't have here, but let's say millions of people in here, okay? So you're gonna have maybe one set of trailers here and one set of trailers here, and the families go to one or another, all right? If they do not authorize you to be inside with 4 originals, 6 signatures, 4 signatures for them, and 2 signatures, you and your spouse. No, 8 signatures. 4 signatures from the university. So you need 4 from the organization, 4 from the government, because every government authorized the organizations to be there. If they do not authorize to be inside, what you gonna do? Can you be outside here and outside here? Or not? So you have to figure out, you don't start anything, you don't have 100% authorization. From who? From the organization with 4 main signatures, not the real worker. But you're gonna have signatures from the CEO, big signatures, okay? And 4 from the government. And 4 for each. For this one you have 4 from the university, and here you have 4. So will be total of 8 signatures for this document, the government doctor, and 8 signatures here from the organization main. So you have total of 8 signatures, 4 from them and 4 from you. okay? And you need important people to be signing. Don't get students to get signed. You need the university principal, the university owner. You need big people here, all right? If you already have the 10 department directors already approved, so you're going to have 2 couples, peace couples, right? The department directors. Okay? All right, my friends, we're doing great. And keep going, get organized and ready. Oh, that will be real gift. These videos is for you to already think on everything you need. Everything gonna be posted at our website before we start the 28 weeks. But you already can start. That's our main objective. You already can start organizing, talking to people. So if you have a university, if you're a student, if you're a teacher, start already talking about that. Share those videos with them for them to start processing things on their mind. Where the food is safe, which supermarket you're gonna buy from. Okay, because we need to do the best as possible, all right? And then you're already ready to go. You already know the government you're gonna go. You already know the names of those organizations. You already know which police you're gonna go to, all right? You already know the students, the teachers gonna be working at those locations and their families, okay? They can come. They can come and work with you. Young adults, everyone, let's say everyone that complete high school, if they're 18 or 19, they can help you. That's fine. Grandparents can help if they're really healthy, of course. But people that are attending up to 17, let's do that limit, right? Up to 17, you have children. Okay, they have to be at school. Which school you're going to go to? Cannot be too close to the university. Needs to be closer to those places where you're working. In a reason, or not closer to them because some might not be safe. You need to be closer where you live, because if you work in one side of the city and then after you're going to go to another side of the city, which school is better for them to have consistency during these 28 weeks, right? Well, the school get their own license, that's their problem, but you need to sign contracts now. With whom? The principal, the owner, always get the highest signature. Signatures need to be extensively, right? Sign extensively. Always the first and last name. Check this people ID. Oh, what's your name? Are you the CEO? Okay, I need a document. You're not going just to believe that person is the real organization CEO, right? Or who is the government? Remember the paper you need from the organization? And for everything else, okay, I need your ID, please. Right? Very simple. Put the date of the signature, the date of the document. Make sure that document's valid, is not past due, because some countries, some documents is forever. But some documents, they have to renew every 4 years or so. They have to renew. Okay? All right, make sure you have everything really organized. Okay, my friends, and we're going to have all the videos, all the proper things really neat during our international conference, our 4 weeks. Going to have people doing all those forms and have everything ready for the 28 weeks for you to check details. Okay? And any updates. Okay, get ready, invite most friends as you can, and university teachers, university staff, university students, and I see you soon. Thank you. Oh, yes, and the owners and the principals, of course. Okay, thank you, my friends. Okay, here we are. So thank you so much. Please type everything ready. And let's get ready. See you soon.